All right, welcome to Master the Game. I am Juce, and tonight we are playing Pulp Cthulhu with some wonderful people that Peter has brought over to the channel to run this wonderful game for. So with that, Peter, just take it away.
Yeah, so those wonderful people don't screw this up for me. You know what I'm saying? All right. It is session 2 of Pulp Cthulhu Blackheart Crucible, and it is time for the recap. And whoever wants to go for it.
I hear it.
Oh, we're recapping the session?
Yes, I don't do that.
Oh,
that's for players. That's why those long, extensive notes I sent that are probably still in your email.
Yep.
That's what that's for.
So guilty.
That's why I said nose goes.
Yeah, that's a ballsy move there, Drake. All right, so this is what Luther remembers.
This will be short. Okay.
Through the drug-induced haze. So we started off the day looking for a job. Everyone met at a parking lot. We all congregated there. We met Boris, who Luther affectionately refers to as Sergey, at the parking lot, and he loaded us onto a bus, but we ended up getting off of the bus because we were special. We left in the Hoopty ride in the Eldorado, in Ethel's sweet Eldorado, because Blake was too much of a snowflake to let us drive in his nice ride.
And then you and your 5-finger discount gear would not fit in the car.
And then,
it's a Mustang with no back seat, and I am not moving my seat up for you guys.
Cry.
So then Luther, the supreme organizational, mind that he is, sort of rounded everybody up, jammed out to some Whitesnake with Boris in his car, and then Ethel was feeling a little froggy because there was an orange van that was following us, but it wasn't Shitty Carl. It was apparently some other people, and so Ethel then blew up the van with a grenade launcher. I believe it was at that point that Luther pissed his pants. And then we ended up stopping at a convenience store where we met this really cool dude who basically gave Luther a 6-pack of PBR. And then Bonnie found a guy passed out in the bathroom. Luther, like I think, picked the lock, got in there, and then I think I'm pretty sure that's where we left it. Other than, well, wait, we can't leave out the fact that Billy Bob rode 3,000 miles on his sweet Schwinn bike with a banana seat. Although standard rims, they're not. There's nothing really fancy about it. So, but I think that's where we left off. And I'm just gonna say, that I think we should get the job. I think we did. We did really well. And I think that Ethel deserves, sort of full benefits, including healthcare for, to cover her mesothelioma, at least until the lawsuit from Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe comes through, for that.
Mhm.
So
We killed an innocent pizza guy.
oh crap.
How is it perfect that we got, we did a good
Oh my
job?
God, wait, we forgot that Blake also leapt out of the moving car and onto a moving car. And
At 80 miles per hour.
But technically, you didn't kill that. The guy.
No, the gun was fake.
Yeah, right.
It was bullshit. Well, the gun wasn't fake. The rounds were fake.
Yeah.
It was self-defense.
But at the same time, I didn't kill an innocent person, so I'm fine with that.
All in all, it was pretty eventful, and I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to pay my rent at the Insomniac Motel coming up pretty damn soon. So yeah.
And you did get a pair of pants from the convenience store person.
Well,
too.
I said that guy was super sweet. He was awesome.
Yeah.
He literally gave me pants. It was great. Yeah.
Maybe you should have shot him while you were at it.
And I forgot, shout out to little Jimmy Simpkins from up the block who, pees for me. He pisses clean for me so that I can pass my drug test. So yeah, right.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Anybody want to add anything?
What an action-packed session. That was
There
great.
were 46 bullet points on this.
Oh yeah, they're extensive.
I just want to call out for the record that I didn't even look at the email. That was all from memory.
I just opened
That's
it.
excellent.
That's
excellent.
So yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
I think Luther's forgetting just a few details, though.
I don't. That sounds about right. When
Luther
he said
forget
that.
details. That's not true.
To be fair, I was on Xannies the whole day. The
player or the character?
Don't judge.
Who said that was judgment?
Sometimes you got to break the fourth wall to really.
I'm the one that was talking about my Juggalo pass pre-stream. I mean, if anyone's getting judgment, it's me.
That's no excuse. I'm on shit right now.
But yes, there are a few details that Luther forgot through his drug-fueled haze.
Name one.
We got, after the whole gas station fiasco, we got to the place where we were supposed to, have our applications processed and yada yada yada. We get in line while we're filling them out, and then Boris comes and takes us aside and makes sure that we're all not looking at this distinct sound that some of us heard, some of us didn't.
It was Men in Black.
Yep. The whole MIB standard little flasher thing.
That's what I think it was, because we heard flash bulbs.
Yeah.
The neuralizer.
That
then
was
after
all on the same side, and it was a group photo, and they didn't want.
And then
us to see
lobster
it.
people took the car, and we had to kill them.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, he said, "Don't kill them."
Correct.
Which-
He did.
To be fair,
Which means kill them. It's reverse
Ethel aimed
psychology. It was opposite day.
for wounding shots. However, five, a few bullets and too many in the same spot, and you kind of bleed out. But,
It was that baggy costume. You thought you were aiming for a shoulder.
That's true.
That's where dude's throat was. In the
That's
costume.
true. Very true.
Well, that was the one that lived longer. The other one, I don't think, was in a costume.
I
I
thought
actually,
was-
Or they
I
both
think he was
were.
dressed up as a Russian.
He
I
was a
think,
communist.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
Russian, so that was okay.
Yeah,
I think it
Ethel
was
put a little more juice on that one.
I think it was the underboob sweat from when you pulled out, Aunt Petunia, and then it slipped on the handle. So yeah.
Well, that's how all guns functions. Once you get that under boob sweat in the barrel, the bullets just start spinning wildly. You can't control them.
Well, I mean, if it didn't look like an unshaved armpit under there, I mean.
Yes. General
Oh, boy.
Custer took a life that day.
Okay. So, as far as I know, Blake is with Bonnie and Ethel as you are driving Boris's car away, right?
Yep.
Yes, because I
You are.
went off on what's his nuts. Bill's
You
guy.
raged at Luther.
Yeah, Luther. Yes, I wrote that down.
So you are in his vehicle driving away with no back window, which has been shattered, and there's glass everywhere.
By the way, I didn't deserve it. I was nothing but helpful to everybody. I did not deserve to be raged against. So I think, to be honest, I think that's the steroids. I think that's the steroids.
Blame the drugs for his problems.
Yeah, it's totally.
I don't like the drugs, but the drugs like me. Okay.
Don't blame it on the good times. Just blame it on the drugs.
I believe Billy Bob has got the bicycle out and he's riding back.
Yeah, I'm headed to the hotel to get my shit. I've had enough of that crazy bitch Ethel for the last hour or two at least. So I'm just out on a leisurely pedal.
Okay. And Luther is all ready because he's already packed because he's got all his stuff. He's just waiting for the next.
Oh yeah, totally.
I forget what time Boris told us to be back, but I would have planned a route that would have got me back in time. So.
Boris said to be back by 2200 to the that job site, and then he will take you to the barracks.
Is that 2,200 milligrams? Because I'm to be honest, I'm used to only 1,600 milligrams. That's a bit strong for me, and I don't, not the last time I OD'd. I think it was the time before or the time before that. It was rough. So I don't want to, 2,200 is a lot.
All right, so Luther,
clamshell, right?
Yeah, Luther, you got a D6 on you?
I do, but you know what? I forgot my dice. I'm going to be right back. Hold on, I just
didn't we just say something before the stream about dice?
Danny's, all right. Hold on.
Right, so anyway, I started rolling my dice.
You just need to get one of these.
So you guys are headed out. It is close to 11:30 in the morning, which is close to sunset because on this Earth there are 2 sunrises and 2 sunsets due to the fact there is no moon. And there's always been no moon, no matter what people say.
How lucky am I feeling right now, Peter?
Oh yeah, give me. Go ahead. Give me. You were the only one that used luck, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Now, how much do you normally roll for that?
You will roll. Give me a percentage roll.
Okay.
Right, you have to make a successful luck roll, and then you get to increase.
So I have to roll underneath my total luck?
Either or, you get points in Pulp Cthulhu.
Either or. Oh, okay. I rolled an 80.
Okay, is that above your luck score?
Oh yes.
Okay, 2D
by 60.
Roll 2d10 and add 10.
2d10, add 10.
You cannot get more than 26.
3, 10, so 13. Now I also get to add another d10 for my ability.
Okay.
So I only gain 15 back, but that's still good. I'll use it on my first roll tonight. I should have used luck to beat my luck.
Luck. All right, I have a D6, Keeper.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll.
That's a 3.
So you went through the Russian's pockets and grabbed his wallets. You find 3 quarters.
Nice. No, that's a score.
There are 3 receipts from the Groom Lake convenience store.
Okay.
You have an ID card. The name.
Guys, we're at Area 51. All right, well, anyway, that's what Luther's thinking in his mind.
You have an ID card. The person's name was Herb Webb.
Okay.
Address Groom Lake, Nevada.
Okay.
And it says, if found, please return to the local PO post office box. Instructions: Postmaster General, send a dead letter office. That is the only items that this individual has.
So I'm gonna show the receipts to the rest of the party. And you know what? I'm gonna can I do a sleight of hand roll and see if I can pull the ID out of the wallet? But just show them the wallet. In other words, I want to keep the ID because it's like you never know when something like that's going to come in handy. I could be Mr. Webb. So yeah.
Okay.
So we're all together heading back together?
I would say this is before you've left.
That's a that's a hard fail. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, apparently they see me. I'm trying to pull the ID out of the wallet as I'm fumbling through it, and literally it just like drops on the ground in front of my feet, and I'm like, "Oh, look that! Oh, look! There was an ID in there. Who would have thought?"
Hey, Luther, you dropped something.
No, this isn't mine. I found this on the Dead Russian guy. There's a couple receipts. There was like some loose change, but I'm keeping that. And there was this ID and some receipts.
Well, it's always good to have a spare ID, honey. Like passports, you can never have too many.
So here's the thing, right? Like I would say that it might be interesting to go talk to the postmaster, right? How many folks do we think can possibly populate Groom Lake, right? Like we might want to go check this out.
Wouldn't be a bad idea, honey.
So are you going to get in the car with them, or are you going to?
Oh hell yeah, I
Okay.
totally Ethel's my girl, man. Like I'm all about it.
All right, where are we headed?
Which car are we in?
We're in Boris.
You're in Boris's car.
Yeah, me, you, and Bonnie, right, are in Boris's car.
And now Luther.
Boris
Oh.
is
So we
smoking and just
left
kinda
one guy
watching.
back.
Oh no, I got my bike out of Ethel's trunk after we got done, shooting at her car and shit. And I'm headed to the motel to get my things.
Okay. So as Boris is standing there smoking and the yellow bus is there as he's driven up, he just kind of smiles as you drive away. You see another Cadillac pull up to the scene as you are departing, and somebody gets out. They look like they're ranting and raving. As you head back out towards the main road, the convenience store that you stopped at is not there. You don't have to make a spot hidden. You can tell that there's a patch of ground that is vacant now.
Just disappeared.
It looks like there's a concrete slab, but other than that, there is no convenience store.
Must be some kind of elevator.
Are there any tire tracks or blast marks around it?
Yes, there are tire tracks.
Okay. Yeah, we could always follow wherever they went.
I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, honey.
What exactly are we trying to accomplish at this time?
Last thing I knew, we were gonna go and check on that ID's PO box.
Okay, I will.
Well, okay. So wait, real quick though, what? Like Boris didn't tell us anything. He basically
Boris told you to be back at 2200 tonight.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because the training will continue.
Yeah,
So
we
get
got
your
12
stuff.
hours.
Yeah, get your stuff and come back. You
Yeah.
can come back before that.
Okay, let's go get our stuff, and while we're at the place, see if the postmaster has any idea what's going on with this. Then.
Yeah, there can't be. I mean, there can only be one post office in Groom Lake, Nevada, right? Like, I mean, yeah.
Yes.
We think, except for the secret post office.
Yeah, right. Is there a picture on the ID?
Good question. Yes, there is.
Okay. What does? Okay, two questions. One, does the picture on the ID look like the dead man?
Mhm.
Right. And two, does the dead man look passable as any of us?
I knew that was coming. I actually expected that to be question number one.
It's a bit like Ethel.
I mean, if all else fails, if we don't think any of us look close enough, I can always walk in with it and claim that he's my grandson.
Bonnie could
And I
claim
need to
that-
get his mail.
Bonnie could claim he's her fiance or husband.
That could also work.
Yep.
I thought Bonnie
what-
did not roll that she was very pretty. Or no, she was big boned. That's all it was. Okay.
Yeah.
never mind.
Her size is huge, but apparently she is very beautiful.
Hey,
according
there
to
are
the
some
game.
very cute big girls out there. I'm just
Hey, but
saying.
also, like,
I know-
you don't have to be attractive to be married. Juice, you prove that. Like,
Hey, I was very attractive, by the way, about 7 years ago before my hair fell out. Now I just happen to look like you.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, I got
Hey,
dragging
bang
down
already. Oh, why don't you two just start kissing already? We know you want it. The sexual tension here is huge.
That's not the only thing that's huge right now.
All right. Okay.
oh,
Well,
but I'm Tish.
all right.
My stomach.
Head back. Where are you guys? Are you guys going to go back to the hotel? Are you going to go to the post office?
The hotel is where
Go
my
back
car is
to
at,
the-
right?
Well, I can't.
No,
Luther-
your car is at
can't go
that
back.
intersection.
So what's
So
the
you'll go
hotel?
past it.
I'm very confused. I don't know what the hotel is.
Hotel is where Ethel and Bonnie
Oh.
and Billy
We
Bob
stayed.
Yeah,
and
that's why I don't know,
Luther
'cause I've never
sometimes
been
shows
there.
up.
Yeah, I can't go. I can't go back.
Pizza
to look
shows
at-
up.
No, it's
I'm
during
there.
the daylight.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
Hearing that pizza shows up, I'm there.
here, I think we should go. So in a moment of clarity, right? Because like it's been a long night. The adrenaline rush has been going on. You know, like Luther.
Long morning.
Yeah,
This is-
exactly.
This is noontime. It's getting dark.
So in a moment of clarity, you know, almost sober at this point. Luther, like, I really think that we need to go to the post office for a couple reasons, right? Like one, like, I guess what we can do is we can go, let's see if this guy's got any other mail. Let's see what's at the dead drop. Let's see what we're getting ourselves into, right? But two, like, I don't know, what if he's got back pay coming or he's got a check in there or like, you know, I'm just saying, like, I think we need to go to the post office and figure out if there's any, so let's see if there's any other information in the post office box so we can get a better idea of what we're dealing with.
So you have a moment of clarity, and I would say as you guys are driving down this road, and the reality of what has happened has occurred. So everybody, give me a sand roll.
Okay.
Don't worry, honey. I'm already insane. That's a number 2.
That's a 6.
Yeah, I failed.
4.
Okay.
Oh wait, you want low rolls in this game. I always forget.
Yeah,
I
you want
passed.
So
I rolled a 71. So yeah.
Okay, so if you failed, roll a D4 and just cut it in half. So it'll be either 1 or 2.
Got it.
Quick pass, do nothing.
Pass, you don't do anything.
It's a 1.
Okay, so just 1 point. I mean,
That's not bad. Yeah.
there's a reason that you're stoned a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's starting
Totally.
to sober up though, even though Boris gave him more pills right before he got in the car.
Yeah, but you know, those are again, that's nothing. I'm like,
Their time release.
yeah, exactly.
So as you get to the fence where the van was, that is now just kind of smoldering and burned out, there's a couple officers there. Lincoln County Sheriff's Department is there,
Oh,
and they're just kind of, just surveying the scene, and they just see your car come up, and they just, they don't even stop. They're just waving you on.
Good afternoon, officers.
No, let's just keep going.
Ethel, keep a low profile. I thought you were in the CIA.
Honey,
Luther is
sometimes.
Luther's
Sorry.
like ducking his head down in the back seat. He's yeah.
Sometimes, honey, you just have to be overt to be covert.
There could also be communist police officers, for all we know. Infiltrators already here.
Yet the goddamn Ruskies have people everywhere.
Exactly. Let us be
I
quiet.
wonder why. Ethel, you leave a trail of blood everywhere you go.
As Billy Bob rides up to this police car, he's gonna start shouting, "Hey, watch out now, right by on your left now, get out my goddamn way, come through here now."
It's just like King of the Hill. I can't even understand what the hell you just said.
Something about watch out on your left there.
Yep.
Honey,
They
it's been
move.
many, many years since I last left a blood trail. Menopause is a bitch.
See, that's why my sanity's fine. I'm on my bike, not in that car.
So
What's
you get onto 375, head back into Crystal Springs.
Yep.
Billy Bob is pedaling along. Are you going to stop at the? Well, you'll go past Blake's estate there, but his.
I want to get back to my place. I need to shower. Just being around this makes me feel dirty, and I need a very long, hot shower.
Hey Blake, can I use your bathroom, man?
Nope.
Come on, man.
I tell you what. In my garage, I do have a toilet in the back. I will let you use that. That is it. You do not step into my house.
What else do you store? All right, yeah, I'll go in your garage. No worries.
Last time I found you peeing against my wall of the bedroom. It's not happening again.
In fairness, though, you got that big ceramic pot with the plant, and it looks...
Not in my bedroom, though.
It looks just like urinal. I don't what the hell, man? Like
I had to throw out those slippers. You got urine all over them.
Urine is like it's natural.
Do you understand how expensive my carpet cleaning bill was that week?
I don't even understand what you just said. Like, who spends money on carpet cleaning? You could have
a guy who just had someone piss and vomit all over his house because he had a small gathering of 9 people, and somebody thought it was freaking Mardi Gras.
You could have gave me $5, and I would have had Shitty Carl do that, and we could have got high. So, like,
I don't do that, man. I can't do that. I got dreams and aspirations. Like, I can't be throwing my life away.
I got dreams. I got
Nancy Reagan's, motto still sticks with me to this day because my mother always told me what she used to say about not doing drugs.
Oh my God, I miss the Reagans. Such a better presidency.
All right, so are you stopping? Are you going to drop Blake off, or Blake, are you going to stop there and wait for him?
Yeah, I'll drop the 2 of them off together, and then I'll leave.
I'll get him an Uber.
You best believe that I am searching for anything of value in Blake's garage. I'm just saying, like.
Good thing my toolboxes are locked.
You think that would stop him?
Okay, so you're snooping around my garage as I go into my house and lock the door. And, I mean, in my garage, you might find a grenade.
Nice, yeah, all right, I'm taking it.
You also might find a really large claymore sword.
I'm taking that, too. I'm taking that, and I'm strapping it on my back. Like, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's legit on my equipment sheet, by the way. Both.
All right.
Not anymore.
Well, I mean, I got more than just one grenade.
It's on my equipment sheet now.
Yeah, that Claymore's fun, buddy.
All right. So you are there, Bonnie and Ethel. You headed back to
the hotel for now to pick up our shit.
Okay. You head back at the hotel. You're in there like 2 minutes, and the phone rings again.
Don't worry, honey. I'll get it. Hello?
Oh, this is Larry at Vegas Pizza. Are you okay? Are you and Bonnie okay?
Fine.
Are you sure? I just got a call about Eugene.
Oh yeah, he suffered a terrible accident.
I heard it. I heard about how he got mauled by a prairie dog.
Yep. Just absolutely vicious creatures.
Are you safe? I heard you were out there. I heard you and Bonnie were out there. I was concerned.
It wasn't an armadillo.
Don't worry. My 45 took out that bastard.
That's good. Don't worry. Bonnie doesn't need to. I don't know if she was thinking about still coming in today to help load those boxes. She doesn't need to.
All right. I'll make sure I let her know.
Okay, you stay safe.
Will do, hon.
Okay. Prayers for Eugene, all right?
Indeed, honey.
Okay. All right. He hangs up.
You don't have work today.
Well, that should be quite obvious. I did take the day off.
Yeah, he was still trying to get you to come in and fold pizza boxes.
That's mainly because he is an incompetent fool with no memory beyond that of a goldfish.
Well, at least you won't get any more cardboard box cuts. Those are a bitch.
Yes, they can certainly be.
Is that what you've been telling her all those hickeys were for years?
I don't kiss and tell.
She videotapes them.
That was not where I thought that was going.
Anyway.
So we are back at Blake's. Quick shower. You just grab. What are you grabbing?
It is a long, hot shower.
Okay, all right.
And with like, not only am I using like the squirt bottle of body wash, I'm also using 2 bars of Dial soap and scrubbing the stench that I feel like is on me, and also the memories of what happened. And I will.
Do you have a beer fridge or like a food fridge that you store extra food out
in the garage? Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay, so
Deep fry or a deep freezer too. Like I'm sure I got all that stuff out there.
So Luther is going through all of that. Like seriously, I'm eating whatever I can, just throwing like
Raw frozen meat.
Yeah, and shoving meat into my pants pockets, like for later. So sure, it'll come in handy. I'm looking for anything that I can.
Blake's
give.
gonna be pissed,
I'm looking
he
for
rations that out. Like that's meal prep for the next like 6 months.
I'm looking for anything I can give to Ethel for that lasagna because I want to contribute to that lasagna meal. So yeah.
So we're planning on going back to the same job site tonight, right?
Yeah, but your car is still at that intersection.
Yes, but I have other cars.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm not too worried. I probably would pay to have a tow truck bring it back to my house at this point. A flatbed, of course.
Okay. Yeah.
Are your other cars in the garage?
Yes, but you don't have the keys.
No, it's fine. So I take it back. I'm not throwing the garbage on the ground. I'm shoving it under the car. Wherever the other car is, I'm just like throwing the trash under the car so Blake doesn't see it. So,
It's not another car. It's a lot of other cars.
Right.
More room for
There's
everything.
probably like
There's an expensive hubcap. There's an
Exactly.
expensive hubcap.
What's the inside of his exhaust look like now with all the shit shoved in it?
Oh my God! Do any of his cars have catalytic converters? Does he have tools? And do I have time? I'm just.
There's no time, probably.
All right.
Because
Well,
it
you
would
said
probably
it's a
take
long
me-
shower.
Yeah, like a 15-minute. Okay. 15 minutes is not enough time to jack up a car, get under it, take the catalytic converter
Oh,
off.
you
After going through all my food and all that other crap that he's
My guess is
doing out there.
My guess is that Blake has some sort of jacked up like Jeep or truck, right? Like you have some kind of truck with like truck nuts hanging off
for
the
sure.
back.
It would be.
Like the
I
really
would
high
have a Ford
raised up one.
F-150 Black Ops edition.
There you go.
Yeah.
I can get under that. I don't even need to lift it.
Or
So,
actually,
Sounds
we'll go
to me
with the
like
Harley
someone's not been to
Davidson
Detroit.
This is Pulp Cthulhu. So if
Yep.
you want to make a roll there, Luther.
I have a hoist that could actually.
I would.
But you would have to know how to work it.
I would, but there's no way that I'm going to be able to jock that, right? Like, because I already got meat shoved in my pants. So no, I'll be cool. I'm just gonna shove a beer can or 2 into my pockets, and like if I could find whatever sort of protein like meat I'm looking for, I shove that in my back pocket, and then I just kind of wait there instantly for Blake to get out of the shower.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So I would say it probably takes me like 20, 25 minutes to get out there. But I would probably get dressed in something a little more athletic after last night. And I would
This morning?
probably start packing. I'd probably like, all right, time to get a small, pistol for my ankle holster. Like the thing is I've never taken this out with the intent of self-defense ever in my life. And so I probably like overdo it and don't like do things correctly and as I'm like putting them wherever, and so they probably are very obvious.
So Blake is now you have a brother. Is he older or younger?
Older.
Okay. Is he as wealthy as you?
Probably more well, no, definitely not as wealthy as me.
Okay.
No, can't do that.
He
So-
does pretty well for himself. Where do you think Luther gets his drugs?
He's just a pro wrestling trainer. That's all.
So he's a drug dealer.
No. Luther, my brother is not a drug dealer.
Okay, hey man, you live in
Luther's
your own
not going to
bubble.
ruin my whole life. Just
You
part
live
of
in
it.
your own little bubble, buddy. But I'm just telling you, it's just as easy. It's just as easy to get meth as it is to get steroids, right? So, like I'm telling you, he
You gotta get
runs the
somas.
gamut.
What are you talking about? Everyone in the wrestling business does somas. Soma comas, man.
Okay, I'll take the word on that one. Like, yeah.
Billy Bob, you have finally made it to the hardball, and there's a couple more sheriff's cars that pass you by as they go down the road.
I start screaming at them to like let me know they're coming up behind me. Share the road, you assholes.
All right, so Ethel and Bonnie, where are you headed now?
Well, we've got all of our stuff, honey.
I think so.
You didn't forget my toaster, did you?
That's in the back seat.
Good.
It's not.
I stick my head out. Would I be able to hear Ethel?
I think you're still down the highway.
Give me a listen roll.
No, I'm at the motel, dude.
Oh,
You're not there yet. You're just got on the hardball.
Oh, my bad. Okay, never mind. Then.
that's what I'm saying. I think you're still on the highway.
But if you want to make a listen check, you never know. I mean, her voice does carry.
Let me push that roll.
Yeah, push it.
What's
No.
that mean again? I asked last time and I forgot already. What's a push roll?
To push a roll, if you fail, you can ask to roll again, and if you fail that roll, it's like an extreme failure.
Gotcha. Or you can just take the original failure.
Nope.
Yeah, you don't have to push.
Okay.
Yeah, you face a serious consequence if
Yeah.
you push a roll.
If you push the
Gotcha.
roll, you either roll better and succeed, or you like lose your arm to a bear trap.
Oh, I like that.
Hey, by
Maybe
the way,
Luther can do that.
By the way, Blake, can I borrow a T-shirt or something, man? Like, I'm just saying, I'm kind of sticky. I poured that soda over my head, and I got these new pants, so I was just thinking, like, I could, But man, don't give me one of those stupid fucking wrestling T-shirts. Like,
Dude,
I want,
I got a bunch
I
of them.
want
Hey, just-
something cool. It's
Yeah, it is cool.
2008.
I'm gonna
Don't
give
have
you-
like
hang on.
Don't you have like a Panic at the
Dude,
Disco
Luther,
or
I'm gonna
Fall Out
give
Boy
you-
shirt or something?
I'm gonna give you the brand new, unreleased Grim Reaper shirt. Just give me 5 seconds. I like go back into my house after unlocking it, and I like go behind my door and rifle through a box to find the new shirt that happens to be a misprint. And I come out and I'm like, here you go. It's perfectly your size.
So Luther is gonna. This is okay. Actually, this is pretty sweet. So Luther kind of turns away so that Blake can't see that I've shoved stuff down into my pockets. And
Luther, I
put
can
out-
see the bulge.
I put on my brand new Grim. Hey man, don't be jealous of the size. I'm not
jealous of the size. I'm more
I'm sorry
jealous
that you're
of the
packing
said it
packets
was
of
a
meat that are
misprint.
half out of your
Maybe.
pockets.
You stop.
You said
taking
it was
the
a misprint,
steroids.
right?
Your
Yes,
penis
it's a misprint.
drink like that, man. I'm just saying, okay. So but this is.
It looks
actually-
bootleg, Ethel.
This is
It probably says Grim Peeper.
so
And Peeper's spelled wrong, of course, because it's Peaper. Like, you can't run around with a shirt that says that.
So now Luther has brand new pants and a brand new shirt. Like I'm telling you, man.
And they don't
everything-
match.
Everything is coming up Millhouse for Luther right now. Like this is like I am living my best life right now.
He's also got a couple of full cigarettes. Like,
I got a couple full cigarettes. I got a switchblade. I got a Claymore fucking
Didn't
blade.
you piss on those cigarettes, though? So they're probably no good right now.
Well, no, because I keep them behind my ear. Like so, yeah.
Oh,
Put soda on.
Yeah.
gotcha. Weren't you sticking your head out a window?
Wait. Can't you give me something, man?
I did. I gave you a shirt. The
The
shirt,
world has already shat upon me.
those
Dude,
shirts,
kick
those
me.
shirts sell for $40
Who do
a
you
pop.
need to kick me as I wallow in the shit? I don't understand, man. Like, I'm trying to better myself and be a better person, and you are not helping, man. I just can't. And
I help
I'm
everything.
so,
Did you get me
and-
Taco Bell?
Oh fuck! Luther wants some
Nice.
Taco Bell.
Sorry, guys, I meant to mute my
Like,
mic.
we're getting Taco Bell. Like, all right, man. Here's what I want. I want a chalupa, and I want a burrito grande, and then that bean stuff. You know, like the beans with the cheese and stuff. What do they call that? Do they still have that? That's what I want, man.
Did she bring everybody Taco Bell?
Sorry, I was trying to get her to go get me Taco Bell. First of all, my wife does not go through a drive-thru to get me food after she's already gotten home. That would never happen. I would do that for her, but she would never do that for me.
Just bought groceries.
So?
You don't get
Taco Bell's
Bell
ready-made
unless you
hot.
the whole class. Those are the
Perfect.
rules. Everyone knows this.
Wait,
Plus, I
And
want
you
my
don't
meat.
have to cook.
is this like is Blake actually talking? Is this like are
This
we
is in game. This is
I'm
in
talking to my
character.
girlfriend. I'm talking to my girlfriend
right?
in my 6-bedroom
Yeah.
house.
Like
Telling her-
Blake has a girlfriend.
Telling her one of my many girlfriends. My name's Blake, by the way.
We don't count inflatable woman as girlfriend.
Like, I'm making your camera full screen.
She has a voice though. It's more like
Oh,
a sex doll. It's not an inflatable doll.
She's your groupie.
You see, she's programmed to
Paula-
respond a certain way.
Paula should just like play.
I've even put
Paula
the
should play in the stream as your groupie in
nagging
the background.
option in there.
What's taking them so long to come back out of the house, Bonnie?
Probably sex, knowing those two.
Beat
Go,
the
we're not
horn
doing
a few times.
Slap him.
So you drive back to Blake's place?
hmm
Okay. Billy Bob finally shows up.
He just got to the hotel.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Just he's going to the hotel. We're driving right past him.
Yeah, I just look away and head into the hotel parking lot.
All
Had
right.
enough assholes from those cops passing me, not even sharing the road. Like, they know the fucking law. They know it.
All right. So yeah, Blake, Bonnie, and Ethel are.
Gone.
No, they're back in front of your house honking the horn.
Oh, they came back? Oh, okay,
Yep.
good. I was thinking about taking my truck and making Luther sit in the truck bed.
Yep.
But this will work. Hey, look, they're here. Let's go. And I quickly double check my cars to make sure like the wheels aren't loose or anything before I walk out.
I didn't-
No missing hubcaps.
Yeah.
Nope, I didn't.
Oh no,
loosen-
I got rims. They're all rims. No.
I didn't loosen them at all. And as a matter of fact, as Blake is checking, I'm like, Blake, man, come on. Like, really? I know you feel like you can't trust me, but look, I just want to say thanks for believing me, man. Thanks for this sweet shirt, and thanks for, just thanks for sticking by me tonight, man. It really meant something. Or today.
Both your bulges are creating wet spots in your pants,
Shit. I forgot. I stuck my key in there and I was going to shotgun it. And never mind, man.
Luther, I
Like,
can see it. You can't fit that 7 pounds of steak in one pocket. It doesn't you have the corner of it in, and the rest is I know you took my food.
you don't understand, Blake, man. Like, I feel bad. I can't go back to Bonnie and Ethel empty-handed. So just let me have this. Come on. I'll pay you back. I'll get the job. I'll pay you back.
I don't want it back.
You're
You're
the
good.
best. You're the best. You're
I know.
You're the best.
I want that
Blake.
$5,000, but oh well.
No, wait a minute. I actually had, that was the other thing that I should have said in the recap. And I have witnesses here right now. I
That's
have
right.
3 independent witnesses, right? Bonnie, Ethel, Billy Bob, all heard you say yesterday that you don't want the money back, that it was charity. And I called it out. So yeah.
You're right. I don't want it back. I wish I never gave it to you in the first place.
Oh man, now you're just being hurtful. Come on. I'm gonna make it up to you. I'm gonna make it up to you, Blake.
I don't want you to make it up to me.
It's gonna be great.
Uh-uh.
It's gonna be great. And this time I'm
Taking those two so long.
And I know you're stoned and all, but
You
Billy
guys-
Bob is not there.
You guys see us in the driveway having this conversation back and forth. And you see the meat probably hanging out of his pockets.
But you also notice that Luther is wearing a sweet, clean, brand new shirt. It still even has like the little, like I didn't even get a chance to wash it or iron it or anything. It still has the fold lines in it, man. Like it's sweet. So
Yeah,
Is
well, I
that
mean,
a
that-
brisket?
I mean, that's nice and all, but how does his meat look?
Ethel, wait till you see what I got for you.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen
Bring
enough
it all
already.
on in, honey.
All right, and Luther heads out. He heads out to the car.
Okay.
I would make sure my garage door is locked and
Okay.
all that good stuff.
I cast spiritual guardians and don't list Luther as being allowed to approach the car, so he's just going to make wisdom saving throws and die slowly.
All right. So, Blake, are
Wrong
you getting in
game.
the car? Are you getting in the car?
I'm in the car.
Okay. So you get back into Boris's car and head out.
Yes.
Oh, I think we're going to the post office, we said, for the dead drop thing.
Also,
Do you guys-
is
Do you
is
guys know
White
if they have
House
laws about
blasting
taking
on the
guns
radio?
into the post office?
It's probably
Is that a
fine
no
in
gun
this
zone?
place.
As long as
Oh.
you don't mention it, honey, it'll
Wait.
be fine.
Well,
That's right.
wait, are you telling me to break the law, Ethel?
Blake, there's laws against blowing up vans. There's laws
I didn't blow
against
up a van.
killing rush. There's laws against jumping out of moving vehicles and onto other vehicles and trying.
Show me that law.
No, there's not.
Not on private property, buddy.
It wasn't. It was,
was
federal,
government
that's
land.
federal
Exactly.
property. That's not
It's-
private.
It's not. It wasn't being policed by police.
I think Boris would disagree. You know, he's with the USDA and all. So, like,
Would Boris lie to us?
Billy Bob, are you collecting your stuff at the hotel?
Yeah, I'm putting everything back in the frame bags and the panniers and putting it all back on the bike. Just taking everything I own out of this hotel room.
Okay.
I'm gonna settle up with the manager and all that stuff.
All right. And then where are you going to go?
Back to Dano's Clam Shack where I'm getting dinner. But first, I'm gonna ride through that nature reserve if it's not gated off.
Okay.
do we have like Nokia shitty throwaway phones? Are there any cell phones at all?
No, there's no cell phone.
Is there a payphone anywhere?
Yes.
Can I run into Blake? Can I run in and use your phone real quick, man?
I don't have a landline.
Damn it! All right, remind me to find.
I haven't upgraded since the satellites went out.
You
Remind me
cheap
to fi-
bastard.
Remind me to
It's
find
expensive
a
to
payphone.
get telephone line run to a house.
I could hook you up, man. That's that dude. What?
I'm good.
Yeah,
I
you
got a guy.
said-
I got a guy.
You said, yeah, you got a guy. You got a guy right here in Luther's
No, I got a better guy.
That's my style. Like you said, oh, you have dreams, you have aspirations. So do I, man. Like, what do you think it is? I am the freaker king of Nevada. I'm telling you right now that like I will hook you up from top to bottom. You will have free phone system, latest high-tech rotary dial phone. Like it's gonna be amazing, man.
Luther,
Like,
don't sell me, man. Don't sell me.
oh.
Bonnie would
This guy
probably know.
installed
I
our
do have
landline.
phones throughout my house, wireless
Blake,
phones.
man, Blake, I'm not trying to sell you. I'm doing this. I'm doing you this as a favor. This is me. I told you, I got you. I got you back. You don't owe me nothing, man, except the meat I got shoved in my pocket and the 2 beers that I was going to shotgun on the way out.
Mm-mm. I am not giving you permission to send some random drug friend of yours to my house.
No, it's going to be me, man. It's going to be me. Didn't you know that I'm all sorts of electrical savvy? Like,
Mm-mm. Last
Oh,
person
man.
I saw
He
you
hooked up
say
our
that you were a
landline.
plumber to, you left with all the copper out of their house.
yeah, but that's a plumber, man. Like, I'm telling you, this is different. This is telemetrics, man. Like, I'm all about this.
Sounds like a terrible idea. I'm going to give you
Alright,
money to
fine.
go to the hardware store. You're going to come back broke and without anything to fix the house.
Oh, fine. You know what? I'm just gonna hook up. I'm gonna hook up Ethel and Bonnie then, and all like you're gonna be jealous as hell. Like it's fine. It's all.
There
good.
are
sure I'll be
there
fine.
are payphones in town. There is a payphone right next to the post office.
Okay. I actually I'm gonna go use the payphone, and I literally I put up like it's essentially like a speaker that creates a dial tone, and it sort of like the old dial up. Like it makes that sound, but it actually allows me to make a telephone call for free. So like it goes beep, 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 and it says, you may place your long distance call. And I
Okay.
call the Insomniac Motel. So, when I'm waiting for the person at the front desk to answer.
This is Carl, Insomniac Motel.
Hey, Carl, it's Luther, man. Luther Styles. You remember me? I'm in room number 9.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten.
So listen, a friend of mine, Billy Bob, he just checked out. He said that you should put my back rent like on his bill. So like he's paying.
What a scumbag!
He's paying
What a piece of trash.
It's like it's all good, man. Like so I'll see you soon. New towels, fresh sheets, because man, I'm paid up now. Like I like right. We're good, right?
So give me a roll. There's obviously a roll for that. Is that a psychology roll?
I would prefer it to be fast talk, but it could
fast talk. There we go. So my bad.
Okay.
Yep, fast talk.
I was gonna say he's more of a charlatan than like a
so
psychologist.
That is a hard success. That is a hard success. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that was really nice of him.
Yeah, he's my cousin's uncle, sister-in-law's brother through marriage. Okay. And so he's visiting from out of town. And
brother through marriage? Like a stepbrother, you mean?
Well, I mean, you did hear his accent, right? I mean, you know how it is. So I'm just saying. Anyway, apparently,
this is totally on character, by the way.
Apparently,
I can see this.
My great grandmother passed away, and he was bringing along some inheritance and stuff. And so anyway, he's paying for his room, he's paying for my room, and we're all good now. Yeah.
Okay, good. You hear him on the phone. He's like, yeah, it's Luther. Yeah. Call off the hit on him. Okay. Good. All right, Luther. Good to know.
Thanks, man. I got you.
Okay.
And then
Clean sheets.
I hang up and I pull my little freaker device off. I go back like
The motel guy's gotta hit on.
Listen, they take their hotel seriously in this town.
Hitmen are cheap around here.
Motel 6 is tired of you stealing their stuff.
I'll do it for
Carl's third job.
All right, you are at the post office, and Luther has just made his phone call.
Well, who looks the most like the ID?
Probably one of these strapping young men.
Well, yeah, that's you, though, Drake. Like, who looks most like? We're all looking at the ID. Who looks most like the ID?
Let's see. It wouldn't be
Ethel. It's Ethel, isn't it?
It's probably not.
So it'd be either Blake or well, Billy Bob is. You let me say this, Billy Bob. You spot them at the post office? Or are you stopping? Or are you still going over the nature preserve and riding around?
Oh, I'm going to the nature preserve.
Okay, that's probably a wise choice.
I was just waiting to see if the manager was going to charge me this shit or if I'd already left.
Yeah. Give me a luck roll.
A luck roll, okay.
We're like holding up the ID as he rides past too to make sure he doesn't look like.
Well, that's
totally looks like Billy Bob.
65.
What?
That's a 7 out of a 65 luck.
Yeah. You don't hear anything about it. You've already left.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you back, Billy Bob. It's fine. Don't worry, man.
Does it have a billing height or weight on the ID?
So, probably the closest person would be Luther. And now, even though Luther looks like hell, because
hey, I got a brand new shirt though. Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The picture of this person looks, they're probably like 5'8" or 5'9" and like 150 pounds soaking wet.
I almost feel like though we go with the sob story, right? So like I think Ethel, you
Everything's
go in,
a sob story for Luther.
Ethel, you go in as his mom, or Bonnie, you go in as his wife, right? And hell, tell the sob story. He's dead, right? I mean, he's the
I've
man.
got an idea,
dead.
honey.
Okay.
You
okay.
look close enough to him. You go in with me, and we pretend to be his grieving family. I'm his grandmother, and you're his brother.
I'm his brother. Yeah.
At the post office? What are we doing at the post office?
We're trying to pick up his mail because we need his last check.
So then why are we taking you?
we
Who
need
looks
his
like
last
him
check.
and then talking about him being dead? I'm so confused.
Because he
I'm his
doesn't look
brother.
exactly like him. But he
Right.
looks close enough to be a brother.
Oh.
Right. And so
Wouldn't it just be easier to pretend you're him and get his mail?
No, because we don't know that the postman is going to give us. Like, in other words,
It's
what
a
if the
small
postman
town.
questions it? Right. Yeah.
You know, he's probably sees him every day.
If a
Right.
package comes for me and I need to get my mail, I just show some ID and they give it to me. I don't understand why this is so difficult, Luther.
It's a P.O. box. You should have a key to open it your damn self.
Yeah,
You
but
don't.
people
That's
lose
why
their
we
keys
have-
all the
He's
time.
dead.
Trust me,
We
I
can't
get fan
find the
mail. I
key.
mean,
Exactly.
I
And we
always
need to
lose
get
the
his-
key to my PO box.
We need to get his last check so that we could pay for his, his services. And if you shed a few tears, Ethel, it'll be great. Like, it'll be fine. Like, I'm
Don't
telling you.
worry, honey. I got you covered.
And if worse comes to worse, we always have Petunia, right? Like, I'm just saying.
General Custer, but yeah.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm just going to stay in the car. Bonnie, are
Blake,
you staying with me?
Fine.
So, Peter, how many
I think
birds
I
would
will,
you like to
yes.
serve? What's the
Okay,
scenery
you'll be
look
nice
like?
and quiet.
It's very nice and green. There's a lot of nice trails. It's not very crowded today, but
Perfect.
it is night.
Oh, it's nighttime now?
Yes, we do have 2 sunsets and 2 sunrises, so it's technically night. But they've got some lights on.
Oh. Would I feel like I need to turn around and head back to Dano's Clam Shack, or do I have plenty of time still?
No, there's wildlife to see at night. You could ride. They got one of the trails is lit up, so people can ride during the first sunset.
Yeah, but Boris is feeding me at 2200, so I got to be back at 2200.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. You got plenty of time. This is like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, okay, great.
Watch out for Mothman. Like, I'm just saying. So, yeah.
Oh, I got Grandpappy's shotgun on the handlebars. You don't
That's
want
right.
none of this.
All right, so are you going into the post office as a sub story? What's going on here?
Oh, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Ethel's gonna pull out a handkerchief and like blow into it.
So there's a couple PO boxes. There's one attendant. Hello, welcome. Come on in.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, are you okay?
No. I can't.
It's okay, Ma. It's okay. Sir, you look
Luther, how are you been?
you look like right. Okay, wait. Okay. So wait. So
Is
wait,
this your
wait.
Is this your grandmother? I'm sorry, ma'am.
Quick,
I'm really
quick.
sorry.
Like, I'm gonna call an audible here, Ethel. Okay, hey, not real good.
Okay.
This is my great aunt Ethel.
Okay.
And she's in town because unfortunately my cousin, my second cousin,
Okay.
he just died horribly in a
Oh.
horrible.
that's-
Tragic.
It was horrible government. We're not allowed to talk about it. It was
Yeah. Oh,
Top-
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry.
top secret, need to know basis. But the thing is, right? Like, he has a PO box here, and
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be real honest with you, right? Like, me, right? My family's
Yeah, I do. I know of you. Yes.
So here's the thing, right? Like, we got to get into the PO box because we got to give them a service, and we gotta we just got to get into the PO box because
Okay.
there's stuff in there that we got to see. So
Mhm.
if I give you this ID, right? Like,
Okay. Well, yeah, that would help to know who he is.
and then could you let me know which PO box it is, and maybe give me the key. And then I reach into my pocket. And I pull out one of the beers and the 75 cents, and I just kind of slide it slowly across the counter, and I'm like, "Come on, man, just a favor, right, for a friend. You know I got you, man. You know that's my style, right? Like I'm Louis Styles. You know that's my style. I got
Yeah, give me another fast talk roll.
you. That is okay. So that is extreme success. Not even a hard
Okay.
success. That is an extreme success. I just rolled a 12, and really, my
I've been jonesing for a
fast
beer
talk is just
all
unreal.
morning. Whew, thank you. About time.
At least he won't go
PBR, my
postal.
favorite.
You're the best. You're the best. Also,
Okay.
when you see Blake, thank him because really, like he's the man. That like he's the man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but which PO box is it? And can you
okay, sure. Let me see that ID. Who is it?
Oh yeah. So I hand him the ID.
Oh, you hand him the ID. I got so many messages. What's this cat's name?
Web.
So yeah, he looks at it and he smiles. I'll check to see if he's got any mail. I don't think so. Shows you the ID. This one's a frequent flyer. We get this. I've seen like 4 of these in the last, I don't know, 5 months.
Wow, you must have a lot of friends. I don't know, like that. Like, yeah, right.
So I'll check to see if he's got any mail. I don't think so. He doesn't have a PO box here. I can tell you that.
Okay, let me ask you this, right? Okay, I'm gonna be straight with you now, right? Like, okay, so maybe I was, I was kind of, like, because there's stuff that, like, like sometimes you can't reveal stuff, right? Like, I got this thing going on, and I can't really talk about it, but I'm gonna tell you about it later, right? But like, I can't really tell you about it right now.
Good.
It's really important and it's super serious, and like, I guess what I'm saying is I can't really give you anything like I gave you my last 75 cents and my last beer. I got a steak if you want a steak, but like, and I take one of the half thawed steaks, I slap it on the counter, and I'm like, look, man, like, I gotta know, what do you know about this ID? Is this a government thing? Because like, okay.
That's a New York strip, honey.
I'm kind of
Okay.
I'm kind of involved in a government thing, and I can't tell you what it is, but I kind of got to know if this is like a government thing. And like, and you would know, right?
Okay. So this is all we get from this ID, and we just mail it to the dead letter office. And we get them in all the time. That's all I can tell you. It's kind of weird. But I've seen, like I said, like 4 of them that have showed up in the last couple of months.
Are they letters? Are they contracts? Are they packages?
No, they just people come in and they find this ID and they bring it in just like you have.
Huh. And where do you send it to?
We send them to the dead letter office.
Where's that?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Georgia. All right.
Do you have a pen and a Post-it?
Yeah, of course.
Would you mind writing that address down for me?
What address? You want the address to the dead letter office?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll do that. Okay. I don't know. I think it's kind of takes a sip of the beer. That's good. I think it's kind of suspicious, but strange things go over in Groom Lake. But I thought the whole thing was shut down years ago. But
hey, let me ask you one more question. And man, you've been super helpful, really. Like, you know what? Next time I see you when you get off, like we'll get high, man. I'll match you. It'll be cool. It'll be good. Like you and me, right? So, but like, so these people that come in, and like you said, we're the 4th one. There've been 3.
Mm-hmm.
Are they are they commies, man? Are they like Russian? Do they have accents? Are they like who are like
No.
What kind of people are they?
Just regular folks.
How the Ruskies do it, honey. They hide right in plain sight, regular people. You never know who's gonna be one.
All right, man. You've been helpful. This is good. This is solid, man. You enjoy that steak, and
I will. Yep.
And like, are you gonna finish that beer or like?
I mean, I was planning on it. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Hey, you got a cigarette or? No, it's cool, man. It's good. It's good, man. Like you've been real helpful. And the next time I see you, the next time I see you, if you're carrying, then you can get me high. But I'll get you, dude. I'll get you the next.
Yeah, why not? Why are you going to wait till after work? I'd much prefer to do this job stone.
Oh, let's do it. Like, yeah, totally. Like, are you carrying right now? Like, my great aunt here, she's down. She's got the mesothelioma, but like it's all right. She could still inhale. So like yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so we get high with the post office employee because
aren't there cameras in every post office?
Dude, it's the post office
everywhere.
Have you ever been to a post office?
Oh yeah.
Ever seen okay, so it's fine.
So
So
cameras everywhere.
Okay.
I'm just doing donuts in the parking lot at this point,
Yeah.
by the way. I've just been in there for the past 15 minutes doing donuts.
All right. So
I just want to know that Ethel she just horks the biggest bong rip out of all of us. Like legitimately, she draws until she can't draw anymore. She's out of breath and then lets go of the carburetor and just sucks it all down and does not even a cough. She
I mean, she has been through the full 60s and the full 70s, so
We're just not just talking about her age and years there either. I was around during the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. I'm approaching the 90s.
all right. So we get to, I don't know, 3:00 in the afternoon. Are you? Where are you guys going from there? You going back to the job site? You going to?
We're going for the clam shack or whatever, weren't we?
Yeah, we're not going to make it to Atlanta tonight, so yeah. Right.
Don't you have to pick up your car?
Oh no,
yeah.
I took care of that. I called and from my phone in my house and had a flatbed go pick it up.
You're a bastard. Okay, I get it. I see.
Luther, who do you think? Where do you think we got how do you
Just
think we
tell
got
me you
you to
didn't
the
have
hospital
phone.
when you OD'd at my house that night?
Oh shit, that was your house, man.
I mean,
God, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You know what?
but we called 911.
I think I threw up on your cat, man.
I don't have a
cat.
Oh, we have no hell spawns at my place.
Oh, that must have been the other time. All right, never mind. Okay. All right, man.
I'm never home. I can't have a pet.
By the way, man, thanks for calling. That I really appreciate that. So,
Well, I didn't want someone to die in my house.
Your
Last thing
cat-
I want is to be haunted by your ass, Luther.
Oh, and I would. So
You
yeah.
gypped him out of 50 cents for the phone call.
He did.
I didn't
He-
jip
he-
him out of anything.
He did. Blake told me that he didn't have a phone. That's just wrong. Hey, by the way, is Billy Bob here?
Why are you're rocking one less?
No, Billy
bulge in your
Bob is
pants.
riding the lit trails on the nature preserve.
Oh, okay. Hey, Blake, Ethel, Bonnie, remind me later to tell Billy Bob to watch out about that Insomniac Motel because that guy behind the counter, Carl. Dude, he robs people all the time. He double charges. He runs the credit cards twice. He's like Billy Bob needs to watch out for that guy. Remind me to tell him about that.
Ethel
later.
and
Always
Bonnie,
paying
this is
cash,
his tell.
honey.
Yeah.
What'd
yeah.
you do, Luther? That is your tell when you start pushing the blame on someone else.
I'm looking out for Billy Bob, man. I don't know what you're talking about, Blake.
You always do this, and we always find out that you screwed someone. What'd you do?
If I am lying, I'm dying. I'm trying to be a good ass friend. That's all I'm saying.
I've heard that before.
Well,
I would like to add that Billy Bob doesn't have a credit card and he did pay with cash.
You know what? I believe that.
Billy Bob, you're riding these lit trails, and
you get a call.
as you are riding, you come around one of the turns where the whole thing starts and it's lit, and there's a big picture map, and there's a person in a trench coat standing there who kind of flags you down.
Hey, kid, want to buy some drugs?
Yeah. What do you want?
Hey, you're Billy Bob, right?
Yeah, I'm Billy Bob.
This is I just got the message from Carl that bounty's off your friend Luther. So
But
he's good.
you mean I can't drag Luther in for money anymore? Shit.
No.
There goes my weekend. Well, what the hell happened? I mean, that dude's got some issues. I know Ethel says he's all right, but
Yeah. Something about whatever debt got paid off, or it's
That
going to get
dude
paid
is-
off. So,
that dude is crazier than a run over coon, man.
well, I don't know. Carl's fickle. He might, may be on tomorrow. So I'll let you know.
All right, you let me know. I know right where to find his ass. I'll drag him in here.
Good. All right.
Just gotta talk Ethel into it. She might kill me over that shit.
So so this stranger just steps into the shadows and vanishes. So we shall fast forward to you going back to the job site.
Yeah, we probably passed Billy Bob.
Yeah, you pass Billy Bob as he's headed that way.
Sure. Oh shit, it's Bonnie. Never mind.
I'll pull over next to Billy Bob. Do you want to ride?
I was riding. Quit hogging the whole damn lane. There's plenty of road here for both of us.
Well, if you say so.
Go. I'll pass you when you wreck. Go on. Go in front of me. I don't like you behind me. You're crazy.
Meanwhile, our car just belches black smoke all over.
You notice the bus that you
Oh.
rode in pass you going into town, like it's headed towards the parking lot where they park their cars.
Are there
driving
people inside of the bus?
Yes, it's packed.
Who's driving the bus?
Just it looks like somebody like Boris, but not necessarily Boris.
It's not Boris.
Do we recognize the people at the bus? I guess what I'm saying is, do we recognize anyone from the parking lot earlier? Like, is this another group of folks from the job fair earlier?
You get the idea that it's probably the same group,
Okay, all right.
but
Okay.
it would be at night. So
What can you tell us about the wheels on the bus? Are they going round and round?
Round and round.
yeah.
More importantly, is Luther now singing that all the way to the compound?
So as you come back onto the compound, the sheriff, whoever Lincoln County is gone. The vehicle is gone. It's very dark as you head down this road and go past where the convenience store was, which is not there. You come back down the mountain, and in a well-lit area is the two modular buildings with a couple cars there. You see your hoopty there. And the shipping container, which says Dano's Clam Shack 2, is there. And you see there's somebody out, looks like Boris in his three-piece suit, like picking up garbage.
I would probably say, hey, Bonnie, I wonder what happened to Clam Shack 1.
I have no idea. Perhaps we should ask Boris.
Do you think Boris knows what happened to this fabulous chain restaurant in the middle of nowhere?
Boris seems to know everything that happens out here.
Yeah, prairie dogs, right?
Murderous prairie dogs, most likely correct. Yes.
The government experiment gone wrong.
On prairie dogs.
So as you park, Boris comes out. He doesn't have his coat on, just his shirt with a cigarette. He smells of tartar sauce and clams. I see you have returned with car.
Is there any way we could get a new windshield for us? You know,
Yes,
that's
it'll be
mainly the
fixed.
main reason.
It'll be fixed in morning. We will take it to shop.
Sounds good, honey.
Boris, Privyet! What do you think of my new shirt? It's nice, right? I just
Grim peeper. It is appropriate for you.
and when Boris says that, Luther looks down. God damn it!
So Luther, about that sword that you took out of my garage. You know, the one that's like sticking up about a foot above your head.
Hey Blake, I was gonna tell you about that, man. Like, I didn't think you would mind. I'm gonna give it back, but like, I can't man, you see all the stuff that's going on around us right now. I got nothing, man.
Yes,
I'm-
I hope you all brought weapons and things like
I did,
ready
but
for
see-
training.
I
Don't
brought it-
worry,
actually,
honey. I'm
like,
always
Boris-
carrying.
Boris told me to bring it. You just heard him. Like, so I'm good, Boris. I'm all good, man. Like,
That's good. Excellent.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to help me with Bati. I was going to give you $5. You left.
Stuff came up. You know what? If the body is still there, now I got a blade. That's okay. Here's what happened. I went back to Blake's house, and then I was looking for some gas, and then he wouldn't give me any gas. And then I was going to call, but Blake told me he lied to me. He said he didn't have a phone. Like, it was this long, big ass thing, right? And then I was looking for like something to chop the body up so that it would make it easier to bury, and like, you know, like all that sort of stuff.
No.
I didn't have any lime, no goddamn lime. So I found this sword, and then I told Blake I got to have this. Boris told me that, you know, I should bring it, and Blake said, no, you're an asshole, blah, blah, blah. You're never going to give it back. And I was like, no, Blake, man, be cool. And then like finally I took it and I got it, and now I'm ready to chop up that body. I'm there.
No,
He
we
didn't
don't
say
need-
that.
No. Well, we took care of it. Of course, we recycle now, so I couldn't put it in dumpster.
Oh, all right. Well, but so like you're still going to give me the $5 though, right? Because like I mean, my intention was there, right? Like.
Well,
What
let
do
me
you
think
they
on
use
it.
for the food at the clam shack? Do you see any clams here?
Hey,
I
hey,
will think-
Luther. I think he intended to give you the $5 too, but you know, shit happens, right?
So you go to Dano's and eat clams and have drink, and later we drive to barracks and you get ready for tomorrow.
Sounds good. Drinks are on, you know, on the company, obviously.
Of course, yes.
Company outing. All right, cool. All right, okay. Yep. I'm down. Let's go to Dano's Clam Shack.
On our way walking over there, Ethel's gonna saddle up next to Boris and whisper in his ear,
By the way, Pondwater, if you want to relive that night from 1988 in Moscow, I'll be waiting around midnight.
How old is Ethel?
You don't want to know.
she's in her 70s.
She was in her 50s. Okay.
Luther's looking really closely at Boris and sees as he throws up a little bit in the back of his mouth.
I am not. I appreciate invitation, but I am not. I practice celibacy like my father before me. So
Sure thing, honey. I'll be waiting.
And she pats him on the ass.
Grandma, I think they have a zero tolerance policy at this work location.
What the hell is that?
That means that they get very upset if you do any advances on people of the opposite sex.
Well, how is one supposed to social climb?
It's a different time. There's a reason that they were called the greatest generation, right? Like, so
all right, so you enter Daniel's Clam Shack. It is a shipping container with a door cut in it. As you open it, there are some plastic tables and chairs. There's like a mini bar that's been set up in the back with all sorts of drinks. A couple of people are in there.
you know where Luther
three-
started.
Yeah, 3-piece suits just sitting, drinking. There's all sorts of empty containers of food. There is it looks to be a large, you would guess, some sort of bomb that is in another corner next to a table. There's a counter, and you just see somebody's like little hand pushing food over top of the counter, like a big thing of fries.
Guys, they have a shrimp bar and a mini nuke. Come on, let's go. And Luther runs to the back.
I think it's more of an H-bomb.
And Luther is just like literally double fisting the cocktail shrimp into his mouth. Like,
Guys, he's going to throw up if we let him do this again. 45 minutes, and it's all on the floor. Everything he eats. Watch.
Peter,
I'll
do
be
I
right
recognize
back,
any of these
honey.
people?
I gotta go out to the car. I forgot my nade launcher.
You
Any
don't
of
need
these
that here.
any of these people? What do you mean?
In the suits. Do I know them from today or from in the town or anything like that.
Yeah, they look like the people who have been part of the job fair.
Okay, so they've all been working for the guy here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Doesn't help me.
All right.
I would go to I would get some food, but far away from Luther, so he doesn't accidentally like spit on it or something like that.
I'm clean. I have clean pants and a clean shirt on at this point. Okay,
You're still clean. You've been in those for like what, an hour or two? I mean, it's probably soiled by now.
They were clean until you put them on.
Yup. That's how I see it.
Yeah, so Ethel would come walking back in with the China Lake slung over her shoulder, and she just put the rest of the nades in her purse.
I don't think you'll be needing that today.
Well, I mean, they're taking the car in for maintenance, so, I don't want to not have it available.
It does tend to prove more useful than it should.
Exactly, honey.
You see an older man who is receding hairline with a kind of trimmed beard in a blue jumpsuit. Starts coming around. Hey, is everything okay? You guys good? The food good? I'm Oleander. I run the clam shack, just making sure all the food, everything's good.
Ethel's going to lead over to Bonnie.
He kind of looks like Blake, doesn't he? With the receding hairline,
Yes, and a little around the eyes as well, and the same aristocratic nose, yes.
I'm right here, guys. I can hear that. And he does not look anything like me.
In that case, stand next to him so we can get a better look and tell for sure.
I mean, first of all, our hair is different colors. Mine's black.
Yeah, but it's got the bad widow's peak,
Yeah, you look kind of like a...
I mean, brown. My hair's brown. Sorry.
So, Blake, are you drunk already?
No.
You're a cheap date.
I just got a little bit dizzy from being in the back with Luther. He stinks, and it just...
I'll go shot for shot with you right now.
With that, as soon as Luther hears his name, he sort of looks up from shoveling the shrimp cocktail into his mouth, and he turns and goes, and says, lobster tail. And, he says lobster tail, and just, half food, just, spits all out into the shrimp cocktail, and then goes back to shoving food into his face. So.
And I had no idea they were allowed to hire animals for this job.
He's just homeless and hungry, honey. You gotta look out for those less fortunate than us.
I fed him 7 Cliff Bars today. That's about
That
4,000
sounds a lot like
calories.
communism, Grandma.
No, it's called charity, honey.
It has to be willingly given to him.
But it was said they all said it was free.
My sword was
Now,
not free.
If
And my
the
steaks
government
weren't
tried to tell me that I had to pay taxes so he could eat those shrimp, then we'd have a problem.
In fairness, they did say it was free. Capitalism forever, Ethel. I'm with you.
Exactly, honey.
This is a government organization, Ethel. That means tax money is going towards that. Your taxes
pays for this
are
entire
paying
thing.
for his food.
Yes.
But it's not like they're setting up shrimp cocktail lines in every town.
Right, and it's not
Sure
our
they are.
It's not our tax money. It's the unwashed masses.
Well, yeah, you got to pay taxes, Luther, in order for it to be your tax money.
Exactly. And as government agents, we don't have to pay taxes, right? Ain't that right?
And
Forrest?
technically, our taxes
when
have
you're-
paid Ethel
when you're a
more than
member of
she's ever
the
spent.
US
Anyway, so.
When you're a member of the USDA, right? Taxes don't count, right?
Well,
This is a bit
technically we
awkward.
are part of UNSDA, but US is much easier to say.
There you go. So shut up,
I think
Blake.
he just said.
Wait, what is
nasty.
UNAS DEA?
I think he just called you nasty, Luther.
United North
What do you
American
think?
States. US don't exist anymore. You know that.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Right.
we let others join in on our greatness. One of the worst decisions we've ever made as a country, in my
Well,
opinion.
Don't you guys remember those lousy, stinking, cannibal Canadians? Yeah, right. Apparently, I left that out of my recap too.
So Boris goes over and there's a little radio. He's like, maybe you'll catch some news. Let me put this on here.
Canadians are great.
Action 7 News.
Turn that down a bit.
In other news tonight, Lincoln County officials are advising residents once again to stay away from abandoned mine shafts. Earlier today, 2 contractors from Starlings Electrical, Las Vegas, Nevada, were killed when their work van got too close to an abandoned mine shaft and burst into flames from the escaping methane gas. The victims were identified as Yuri Sokolov and Ivan Romanov, both of Garden City, Kansas.
I see what you did there, Boris. You are a sneaky. Oh man!
What a tragedy! As they say, it's an important, important safety tip for you to remember.
I gotta say, man, I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Boris. I love your style, buddy. You got style. And
That's a classic.
Coming from Louis Styles, when Louis Styles tells you got style, you know it's truth, man. Like,
yeah, classic. The methane leak.
It's the every time.
So we wrap this up soon. Go to barracks and you rest up for tomorrow. Big day.
Rest up, honey.
So as Boris leads you, as the sun is now back up because it's the second sunrise, down into this area, it looks like an old factory, like a big, large factory. It's just abandoned. And there are these huge impact craters all around it with a wooden slat building that barely looks like that if you were to sneeze on it, it would fall down, is sitting right near one of these impact craters. He kind of leads you up to it. He gets out. That is barracks there. I am on second floor. We split first floor for different genders or whatever. So, whatever you need, maybe we can get it. There are bunk beds.
I call Billy Bob.
I call bottom bunk. My knees don't work well enough to climb anymore.
Billy Bob's still riding his bike trying to get there.
Oh, that's fine. I just want to make sure that Billy Bob's my bunkmate.
Hey, I'll take a top bunk, no worries. But sometimes when I get drunk, I piss myself. Just so.
It's all right. You're in a bunk by yourself, Luther. You got 2 beds. That's how much they like you here. If I were you, I'd sleep on the bottom. And then when you pee, you could just go up on top, and then you don't get wet. You could sleep on the dry surface. And then the next day, you do it again. And here's the beautiful thing. You don't have to wash the sheets right away and change them because they'll be dry by the next night. You'll be all set, man.
This is why I like you, Blake. You got brains, man. Like, yeah. That is a damn good idea, buddy.
I would turn to Boris and be like, I can't believe he thinks this is, like, legit advice. Like, he's a moron.
So on one side there are 2 bunk beds with those scratchy wolf blankets. The other side there is 1 bunk bed. Both have access to bathrooms, which when you turn on the water, it looks like very rusty brown. And it's questionable whether there is any heat. The toilets do flush, however. Boris is upstairs. That's where he goes. So is there anything you're going to do for the rest of the evening? Hang out here or what?
So just so we're clear, like
yep, one of those.
Just so we're clear, you're describing probably the nicest place that Luther has stayed in a month and a half, right? Like, so,
Okay.
So Luther's like, yeah, like he's gonna bed down and make himself comfortable for the night. Like, and, you know, first he's gonna basically cup his hands and drink a couple gulps of rusty brown water. And then,
Good iron for your system.
Exactly. And then he's gonna bed down for the night because he's a bit tuckered out. So.
Luther, hang on a minute.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Luther jumps up. Anything for you.
When's
Ethel.
the last time you had a haircut, honey?
It's been a long time. So Luther's got sort of like I don't know, it's like sandy, brownish, long, greasy hair that's just kind of like it's legitimately so greasy that it kind of like starts to clump together as it comes down. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, Ethel. You know, like I'm trying to grow it out because you know I'm proud that I still got hair. You know, like it's not receding like Blake's and stuff. So like you know, I like to show it off.
That's not what I wrote on my sheet, dang it.
It is now.
Well,
Are you going to
put
get
your
a
head over
haircut?
the sink, honey.
Look, there's plenty of great wrestlers who had receding hairlines. And, I mean, there's a lot of guys I look up to in wrestling that had receding hairlines. So, you know, it's okay. You know,
Stone Cold.
Hulk Hogan had the biggest receding hairline. I mean, it was basically touching the back of his neck.
When you were with him, the cream always rose to the top.
Well, that was Macho Man, of course.
Put your head over the sink, honey.
So
Are you going to cut his hair?
Yeah, Luther
Oh no,
does.
I'm not gonna cut his hair, but I'm gonna wash it.
Luther
I'm gonna cut his throat.
right, Luther bends his like head over the sink and then reaches into his back pocket and flips open the switchblade and hands it to Ethel, and he's like, you know, feel free to just chop a couple locks off in the back there, whatever.
I'll
whatever.
make sure the clumps get out.
Let me make sure you don't cut off his head.
All right. So as you're giving Luther a wash and a haircut here in the barracks, we will take our break and then return.
Perfect.
Oh, it's not just a wash, it's going to be a shave and a haircut for 2 bits.
Be back in 5 minutes, guys. All right, there we go. All right, we are live. We're back. So take her away.
All right. Is there anything else besides? Is there anything Billy Bob and Blake are going to do for the evening?
Billy Bob,
I would probably be trying to eat the shrimp that I pocketed because sitting down for 15 minutes for a meal is not enough for Big Blake here.
See, it's not that bad of a freaking idea now, is it? Huh? Like, judging me.
I didn't shove anything down my pants.
Your pockets are in your pants.
Mine was in a leftover take-home case.
His coat pockets.
Yeah.
So
Billy Bob's gonna look for Boris as soon as he gets there and ask him where the hell the bike rack is. I told you I needed a bike rack.
Just lock it to bed.
I'll watch it for you, Billy Bob.
Nobody's going to steal the bike.
It's.
What do you think? What do you think Mac and Nay would pay for a Schwinn like that?
What's the roll I need to make to steal the bike?
I don't have the Schwinn. The other guy, the dude that brought me my newspaper, had the Schwinn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my bike's imported, like European shit, dude.
So you can't get parts for it and it breaks down all the time.
He's got one of those China bikes.
China.
No, he's probably
Chinese.
He's probably got one of those those frog
China
bikes, man. You got one of those. You got one of those bikes from France, don't you? Frog. Like, oh man, I don't even.
No, I got a Canyon. It's carbon fiber.
With a French banana seat.
No, that was the Schwinn.
Right.
That was that guy that wanted me to ride with him. I told him I rode 2,300 miles cross country, and he's talking about his Schwinn with a banana seat and shit. I should take him riding with me. I could probably ditch him in like a minute.
Let me tell you, if the French could have fought their way out of a paper bag in WW2, we wouldn't have had to worry about. Ask Ethel; she was there.
A little bit before my time, honey. North Korea was my first war.
So as the sun sets at 23:30, as the second sunset occurs, is anyone awake at 1 a.m.?
Ethel is. She's waiting for pond water.
I'm probably not.
Luther is passed the hell out.
Okay.
After the Xanax and then getting high with the postal worker and drinking all the beer, he's sleeping like a baby. So
yeah.
Blake is totally in a fetal position on his side with the blanket over his nose and mouth, so he can't smell Luther.
No, it's really so you can't see Blake sucking his thumb because he's a thumb. But yeah.
Billy Bob,
I see no problems with that.
Blake, are you on the top bunk or the bottom bunk?
It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Okay. Well, I've got my bike, there's 4 cable locks on it, tying it to either my footboard or his, whichever of us is on the bottom. I've got the bags cable locked to the frame.
Whichever one of us.
I imagine it's suspended in air across the whole front of our bed, and it's up on the top bunk, strapped
I've got
in.
cable locks through the front and back tire.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't steal that shit.
It's like one of those cheap metal bunk beds, isn't it? With all the spindles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's solid steel. It's like a solid steel bed.
You say cheap metal. I say I get 45 cents a pound at the junkyard. I'm just saying. So
yeah.
Billy Bob, are you asleep?
Yeah. Once I got my bike secured, I went to bed.
All right. So Ethel, if you're the only one awake, give me a listen roll.
All right. The easy. Oh, I might actually pass that one. Come on, app open. Let's see. Listen.
Here comes Swamp Crotch.
I do.
Oh, I mean
passed that
water.
one. I passed that one by 1%. I got a 19. I needed a 20.
You hear a noise outside, like something flying.
Mothman. I told you, Mothman.
Is there windows in this joint?
Yes.
She's gonna walk over to the window, Colt 45 drawn, and look out the window.
So as you look out the window and get a better listen, it sounds like one of those drones, and it is landing nearby.
She's going to go upstairs to where Pondwater's room is.
Hey, there's a drone landing outside.
What? Why you wake me up for?
There's a drone landing outside.
Yes,
Yeah.
drones land all the time. Why you wake me up?
Well, I didn't know. Maybe it was a communist drone.
Go to bed, Ethel. Go to sleep.
I'm still waiting for that.
You will
know.
wait a long time.
She'll go back downstairs.
Playing hard to get.
All right.
No means no, Ethel.
You gonna do anything else?
She's going to sit there and sharpen a K-bar.
Okay. All right.
This is what I wake up to: is my grandma climbing up the bedpost with the K-bar between her teeth like a pirate.
All right. It is the next morning. Blake, are you getting up to work out or not?
Oh yeah, they'd probably wake up and see me on the quarterdeck doing pull-ups or something, and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. It's the next morning. The sun is about to rise. It's like 6:20 on December 9th, 2008. They are setting up some kind of quick breakfast for you. There's been some tables brought in. It looks like powdered eggs and some sort of meat and maybe something hot. I'm not sure if that's coffee or not, and some kind of grits or something.
So I would probably first thing make myself a sandwich where I literally pancake the eggs in between 4 pieces of sausage, pretending that's the bread, and I just start eating it. I can't handle the carbs, so
All right.
Someone's gonna have the meat sweats later.
Oh no! This helps me. I'm working on my figure, my physique. I'm trying to tone up, especially up here. I like to have a nice headshot. So, just shoulders up, have to look real lean, and I'm working on it.
So as you guys are all outside, like getting food or watching Blake eat his 5 pieces of sausage, Boris
Ethel's
comes
having
down.
her morning cigarette
This
with
is just the
coffee.
first sandwich too.
Okay.
I'm not stopping at 1. Like this is probably
Yeah,
like
you
3 or
guys
4.
are the only ones in line. There's nobody else eating this food.
Why is no one else here?
Billy Bob's gonna get a bowl, put some of the eggs in it, throw some sausage on top of that. He's gonna start looking around for some biscuits. If there's any gravy here, he's gonna spoon that right on top of all of it.
Yeah, they got
Dash of
gravy.
hot sauce.
Yep. Oh yeah,
I
they
love
gotta have the hot
breakfast
sauce.
slop.
Are there any cooks here, Peter?
Like there's somebody serving you. That's about it.
About it. And there's no one else here except for us.
No.
You're telling me you don't use essence of emerald?
Well, I'm just serving the food, ma'am.
How are you supposed to cook with BAM?
I'm just cooking. I serve the. I don't even cook the food. They just tell me to serve it, and that's what I
Next
serve.
time, tell them in the kitchen to use essence of emerald.
Billy Bob's gonna lean over with his bottle of Frank's Red Hot and just start splashing it all over Ethel's food. Here, this, bam, there you go. That'll make that shit real good.
Put that shit on everything. Luther looks really gray and kind of shaky. He legitimately looks gray. This big cold sweat on his forehead, and he's shaking. He looks at Blake, who's eating, 5 pieces of sausage with 12 eggs, and just like turns his head to the side and projectile vomits all over the side of the barracks building. And then just starts shaking and tries to light a cigarette. And
Here, honey, I got you.
Some coffee. Thanks, Ethel. Thanks, Ethel. I just, it's got a little DTs. I'm gonna be all right. I just need a cup of coffee. Oh God, that's just the smell, sausage smell is disgusting. I can't.
Don't worry, honey. It took me 3 weeks to get over whatever the hell the Russians gave me when they were trying to interrogate me.
I bet you didn't tell him anything, Ethel. You're
Not
my
a damn thing.
That's right. That's right. Just like Nancy Reagan said, just say no. God damn commies.
So Boris
she
is
was the best
smoking
among us.
his cigarette, and it's kind of watered down coffee that they have, and he's like, "Don't worry, I have coffee coming for everyone.
Oh,
This is
thank God.
coffee terrible, I know."
Thank you, Boris.
Better than what we had in North Korea.
Do you have any like Monster or Rockstar energy drinks? You know, something like that.
But I will get you one later. I will send
I don't
someone
drink
to
coffee.
go get.
That garbage will rot out your brain, honey.
I
Yeah.
will work on this later. I will get you one. Fine.
It helps me stay jacked all day. I don't fall asleep. when I take it.
Monster is not better for you than cough.
Yeah, I'm gonna take health advice from
Coffee.
Luther and Ethel over here. Smoker's
Boris,
lung.
Want to live to be at an advanced age?
Yeah, but I don't want.
Well, then
iron
shut
lung
up and
implants
drink
either.
your coffee.
Say what you will about me, but do not insult the fine specimen of a woman that stands.
I didn't
before us.
insult her. I just said I don't want any
Ethel.
iron lungs. That's all.
As Ethel is still sharpening her K-bar,
Yep.
like, just staring down Blake at this moment. Yeah.
So a car pulls up. It looks like an '89 Cadillac, probably like 200 yards away, where you guys parked your cars. Opens.
Is this a Russian thing or a government thing, Boris? Like, why the '89 caddies all the time? Like, I
I
They
did not.
ride like a cloud.
It was a deal with contract or something. I do not requisition car.
all right.
I would rather have Caprice Classic like I had, but unfortunately it was taken from me
Or
in
how
Yellowknife. I have a long story about this.
No, you know what we need? We need that Monte Carlo SS with the T-tops. That's what we need, buddy. Come on, man. Boris, come on.
Why
buddy.
would you?
Well, I will
that
tell them.
GM garbage.
I will talk to boss about this. I do not have say.
All right, that's cool.
So a
Boris.
young kid comes running over, like he's jogging. He's got, he's got the tray. He's carrying some coffees over. And as he gets close, he looks familiar. He looks like the Russian from yesterday. I got the coffee. Who's coffee? Boris is
Isn't
like,
that the
black,
guy
of
you
course.
just blew up?
Wait, aren't
Ethel?
you dead?
Whoa,
Didn't I
whoa,
shoot
whoa.
you?
What's going on? Hold on. I just brought coffee. And he puts it down on the table.
Is your last name Webb?
Yeah,
By any chance?
yeah, of course it is. Why?
Can I see your? Let me see some ID. Let me see some ID right now.
He looks at Boris. Boris is like, and he reaches into a pocket. He pulls out the ID and hands it to you. It looks exactly the same like the one you have.
What the hell is going on here? Seriously, right? Like, is this another
Boris, didn't we kill him already?
Is this another test? Are we supposed to kill him again?
No, no, I got in. You should have seen the shit I got in trouble for the last one. Do not kill this one, please.
Is he part of Project Polo from the 1963?
I can neither confirm nor deny this, Ethel, of course. Go. You go get the Blake Monster drink. He needs it to stay jacked. Go. And he just grabs his ID and runs.
All right, level with me, boys.
He better not get me. He better not get me the green can.
They're
He better
like-
get me the no carbs.
No carb, of course.
They're like androids or something, right? Like they're not real.
Android, this is a ridiculous statement. Of course not.
I believe he's a clone.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, could be.
Oh, it's Operation Hydra. Hail Hydra!
Hell, Hydra. What is
Hey, comic books, Marvel. They chop the head off of one and two grow in its place.
No, DC,
Or-
Marvel crap.
Boris,
No, Marvel's the best. Oh, Boris. Oh, Boris.
You know what, Boris? Let me
He
shake
just
your
outed himself as a commie.
Like,
I mean,
but
he
also,
is from Russia.
but also, you can't ever listen to anything that Blake says because I told you steroids fried his brain. He doesn't know what he's
I
talking.
don't
That's
take
okay. I
steroids.
mean,
Have you seen how I eat? Have you seen me injecting needles?
Just keep.
Have you seen me doing any cream steroids? No, none of that.
And again, you
Okay.
could also just be a meth addict, and that's why you eat so much.
Have you ever seen me smoke meth? No, but you've seen Luther over here do it.
So basically,
He's a meth addict, and
so basically, all the drops are essentially just these clones that keep getting killed, right? Like that's why these IDs keep getting dropped off.
Oh, yeah. You could say they find ID and turn it in like they're supposed to, like a responsible citizen should.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I'm certainly satisfied. Also, I'm really not feeling well, man. I gotta get a fix. I mean, I need that coffee really bad. So, like, yeah.
He ate way too much today. I told you guys he shouldn't have eaten so much last night and today. It smells like shrimp. It's gross.
Billy Bob's gonna sit up and belch real out and then turn and look and go, "Oh yeah, Luther, they took the bounty off you for some reason yesterday."
Oh, good deal. That's great. Thanks, Billy Bob.
I'm glad you were able to come up with the money to pay those assholes. I mean, they really wanted you dead, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe Blake took care of it. Like
I didn't take care of anything.
You don't hear. I'm talking to Billy Bob. Blake.
We're in the we're all together. Where do you think we are?
Oh, you know what? It was probably Boris. Like, yeah, I'm sure that's what happened. I'm sure that the company took care of it. Like, yeah.
Care of what? What are you talking about?
Remember that thing we were talking about the other day? The thing with the thing, and then you said, yeah, it was cool, and then it was all good. That.
What's his face at the Insomniac Motel had a $500 bounty on this guy, dead or alive.
It was 800. I checked
Wait a minute. Billy Bob, were you actually going to collect on the bounty? I thought we were cool. I thought we were better than that. Like, you even considered collecting on the bounty? I'm your friend, man. Like, I
told you I considered collecting on. I told Blake if he would drive the car, I'd give him half of it if we drag you back to the motel.
I told him I didn't need that on my conscience.
I was going to turn you in alive, which is probably worse than killing you.
Well, they want it. Yeah, it's worth more. I mean, Billy Bob has a method to it, and yeah, if it pays more, yeah, of course you're going to stay alive.
I guess at least you weren't going to kill me, but so
he did ask me to knock you out, though. He did ask me to club you.
So apparently, so we're good then. We're even, right? Like we're good then. We're even. Like you were gonna turn me in, and I kind of told the person.
No, we're not even.
And so then we're even. Like we're good, right? Like yeah.
You owe everybody at this table.
Oh no! I don't want to collect because that means I have to deal with them more. Like
you are right, Billy Bob.
We're good. We're clean. I don't want anything back. We're good.
I 100% owe you, Billy Bob. 100%. You know that I'm going to get you back. I always pay my debts, Billy Bob. That is just my style, man. Like you know I.
Careful, Billy Bob. There's going to be a hit out for you next.
Billy Bob's going to go.
He's
back.
scheming something. He always does. Somehow I paid off that debt, and I bet you effed somebody over in the process.
Whatever, Blake. You don't have enough faith in mankind.
Did you steal from Ethel? Or Bonnie?
I would never steal from Ethel.
I checked my wallet. My credit cards are still there, so I don't have to worry about that.
I would never steal from Ethel, nor would I ever steal from the lovely Bonnie. I would.
All my dollar bills are in my bra, so I don't think he's been rooting around in there lately.
Are you certain?
I'm pretty certain.
You can check my pockets. I have no boob soaked, like no under boob sweat soaked dollar bills. So yeah.
How come in the one pocket there's like this round thing? It almost looks like a mug in your pocket, but it's more round.
Didn't we already talk about the fact that you should stop being jealous of my penis size? I cannot help it that you were born with a wee willy, right? Like, so I'm sorry, man.
No, but nobody's willy is shaped like a ball with a handle on it. That's what's in your pocket.
He's more David-shaped than I thought.
You said we could look in your pockets, so empty your pockets.
That's not what Ethel said about Boris. So I'm just saying. So yeah.
Ethel, will you reach into his pocket and find out what's in there?
Wait, has he been sleeping with Boris as well?
Now I'm confused.
That's probably how he
I
got
do
the
not
job.
get paid enough for this job, I say. The pain.
Boris, are we the only ones who succeeded in the test?
Yeah, do we have the job, Boris?
You're on first step. We are supposed to do paperwork now and go through various boring speeches and discussions about things you should or shouldn't do, which of course you probably have already failed miserably, but that is fine.
We just assume that we got a D on that part and go to the next one.
A D's a passing grade.
Exactly.
Let us
Get
go
some hand
inside.
sanitizer to rub into my eyes.
Let's go inside and we will start the long, boring process of this. So he begins to walk about 300 yards over to this abandoned, looks like a factory. That's kind of, the windows are all blocked up, and goes up to a door and kind of opens it to let you guys in.
I think they used to reassemble nukes here back in the 70s.
Boris just rolls his eyes. Yes, go inside. So you go inside, and the entryway is fallen in. There's like bracing pieces of beam that are holding it up, probably full of asbestos.
My goddamn mesothelioma.
You go down a couple steps, and there's just a wall. It looks like maybe there was a door, but it's all boarded up.
I thought they increased the government military spending after the satellites went down. Why are we in a hellhole like this?
Hold on 1 second. And
this place is a palace. What are you talking about?
I know it's got a roof, and that's great, Luther, and all, but no, the roof is about to fall on us if I just knock that board with just a jab.
Yeah, but didn't you hear what Ethel said? They essentially used to put together nuclear devices in here.
Yeah, you don't want the roof falling on a nuclear device.
Take a deep breath. Smell it. I love the smell in the morning. It smells like capitalism.
No, you
and
have
plutonium.
To this is the FASDA. It's the FDA, man. USDA. Yeah, that's it.
It's the UNAS.
Yeah. There's no military funding. Okay, this is not military.
Yes, Billy Bob is right. This is part of U.S. Part of agriculture.
So
and
how
various
did
other
we
departments.
get a missile manufacturing
It
facility?
was decommissioned in the early 80s, honey.
Government surplus.
And they just sold it in this.
They just mothballed it.
They repurposed it. It used to be military. Now it's USDA or UNISD.
Exactly. Government buildings get passed around, honey.
Yeah, that's shit.
Why do you got to be so negative about everything, Blake? You're ruining this for us, man. Like it's trying to get a job. Shut up.
Anyway, there's probably a secret lever over there or something, or a button.
I'm not pushing any buttons in this place.
So he goes over and knocks on the door that's been boarded up, and the entire wall just kind of goes up into the ceiling, revealing this long hallway, pristine, with a tile floor and a bunch of doors on either side, and some nice track lighting.
This seems military, guys. Like, I don't know. This is not.
I told you, Juice. Pay up $5.
Feels like the Institute to me. I'm just saying, if synths start coming off the walls, yeah.
We go in now. Let's go quickly. We have to get to briefings.
Luther, I can guarantee you this is not an elaborate ruse for an intervention.
Agriculture. I'm telling you guys.
Wait, I'm gonna trust you, Ethel. I'm gonna trust you.
Actually, Luther, that was the plan this whole time. You're going to rehab right now.
No, I trust Ethel.
You should trust Ethel. Do you trust me? Because this was my idea.
No, not at all. I don't trust you at all.
This is all my idea. We're gonna get you clean, man. I told you, one way or another, you're gonna get your $5,000 worth.
Yep.
I don't.
Welcome to rehab.
Whatever. I don't care. I'm going up the hall. I know you're lying. I know you're lying.
So
Just have another cigarette, honey.
He's walking up the hall
In the hallway.
smoking, And as you go by, there's the doors, and they have like little windows, and everybody's closing the blinds and closing the doors as you're all walking by. You get to the last room on the right, and there's a little sign that's got like a piece of tape that's taped over whatever is in this room. It's got like Boris's name scrawled on it, and he reaches in and unlocks it. And there's some brooms and paint cans and other cleaning supplies in here. And he starts moving stuff around and turns the light on.
Oh, Boris, you're really high ranked. They got you in the janitor's closet here.
Thank you for pointing out, Blake. I wasn't sure if I understood that, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, they do this kind of thing so that you're just ready to move off of this floor and go to the next floor up because you're, upper management material.
I saw your management material back at the convenience store when you ran. Yes.
Dude, how about when I jumped on the other car? Did you see that too?
No, I heard about it. That was very good. Yes.
Yeah.
So you redeemed yourself. That's why you're still here.
While you stood there and didn't do anything.
I was not there. I was immobilized by ray gun.
That's what you call it.
I mean, if there is a valid excuse, that's pretty damn valid.
That's very true. The Reagans put the fear of God into the commies.
True. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Oh God!
Go find seat on paint can or something. We will start briefings.
Oh no, I'll stand.
We will destroy the evil empire.
Don't worry, Pondwater. I know you thinked on the Russians.
So is he
what
Boris?
are we learning about cows and corn?
So as he's standing there, looking for somebody, you see another person arrive, and sharply dressed like he is, looks like straight out of central casting for what a federal agent should be. Perfect cut hair and everything.
Mr. Anderson.
And he looks around. He looks at your group, and he's talking. Him and Boris move over to the side. They're having a little chat, and Boris, of course, is still smoking. And he looks over, and the guy looks at you guys like, "All right, yeah, come with me. Let's go."
Where are we going?
We're going into my office. We got a briefing.
Why is everybody so quick to hurry up, get over here and then stand here and wait, or hurry over here and just stand here and wait? Why are we hurrying?
Drake, you've been waiting less than 2 minutes.
I'm with
you are very impatient. Monster will get you eventually.
He's jacked up on Monster. Yeah.
Not yet. I haven't had my Monster. I had my morning one earlier. I'm waiting on my afternoon one still.
It's kind of like pre-cum. He's prepared for the Monster.
Blake and I will go to your briefing when you get my man his Monster.
Yeah, the intern yesterday was the one that was supposed to bring it. What is taking him so damn long?
As Ethel walks by, she's just gonna grab your ear and
Ow!
Come on! Enough dilly-dallying!
Ow! God damn it, Ethel!
Blake,
don't touch my ear.
Going to the briefing now?
You go with Jim here. He has mission for you. I think you can do this.
Yeah, of course his name is Jim. Does anybody else smell bacon? This guy looks like ATF to me.
This isn't Jim. I know Jim.
Does he look familiar at all?
No.
Does he look slim for a Jim?
No. So he goes up to his. Goes up to his door. He opens it. It is a pristine office, leather seats. There is a big emblem of the Department of Energy on there. There's also a big picture of him, in front of the White House. Give me a spot hidden roll.
Okay.
All of us?
Yep.
That's a critical success.
That's a failure for me.
All right.
I'm slow with my character sheet.
Hard fail.
Oh yeah, fail.
Oh, I don't know. I failed by 35%. I don't know. I guess
Bonnie.
What would be a critical fail?
If you rolled, 96?
96 or above, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So just a hard fail then.
Did I hear a critical fail?
Yes, you
I said
did.
hard fail.
I had a critical
I
fail.
rolled
yes.
80%.
You go in there and you get a whiff of something, Luther, and you throw up in his little trash can.
Nice.
Bonnie, as you hear him hurl, you look at this picture of, or presumably would be Jim, in front of the White House, and you realize that it's been doctored. Like there's somebody standing next to him, and they have like airbrushed them out. And the way the light is reflecting off it, you can tell that somebody's done something.
It's Oswald. I'm telling you.
Yeah, everybody get a seat. Jim, Department of Energy. So everybody have a seat. Good. This is great.
What department of the government are we going to be working for?
Well, you guys are with agriculture, right? That's what Boris does. And I'm with energy. We're just borrowing you for this quick operation. I have heard, I don't know if this is true, and he looks at Bonnie, and he looks at Blake, and he's like, Billy, he's like, one of you is a helicopter pilot, right?
That's her.
Oh, shit.
That would be me, honey.
Oh, okay. How many fingers am I holding up?
4.
Okay, yeah. Well, simple enough. I need
Don't
somebody
worry. I
to
was an
fly a
ace
helicopter
back
for
in
me.
Nam.
Okay. Well, we can't
50
pick
years.
everybody. This is Boris's call, so I can't judge. So anyway, I got a helicopter that I need picked up and taken to have maintenance. It's just easy job.
What am I flying, a Huey?
No, it's a later model. I don't have the specific specs on the helicopter. I know that it's sitting there on that oil rig. It's got to go to maintenance. The guy got the person that's supposed to fly it, he got sick, has been medevaced out, and the backup pilot is the main guy who's assigned to the rig, and I can't have him gone that long. I just need somebody to go in there and just get the helicopter and fly it to maintenance.
Where's the oil rig?
So why do you need the rest of us though?
Well, you have to have dog on us.
Like on the 60.
I don't know how to work that. I mean, I've done it like in the desert. I mean, screwing
Don't
around.
tell me I'm going to have to fly the plane and use the door guns.
So actually, Luther, you hear, and he's throwing up in the garbage can. And he's like, I got you, Ethel. I can handle the M60.
Thank you.
I don't.
Luther can probably fly if you want to handle the MC. I mean, Luther can do everything. Just ask him.
Yeah, I don't
I'm just
think we
going to
need to
put
go
Bonnie on the
this
pig.
flight. This is voluntary, right? I don't volunteer for this mission.
You don't volunteer.
Yeah, no, I don't volunteer. I mean,
One does not simply not volunteer.
I mean,
Don't
4.
think it works like that.
Come on,
honey.
4.
What are you, a draft
and
dodger?
door gunner. Like, I'm good. I think I
There's
should-
no guns on this. It's just Boris. It's a good starter mission for your group,
Yeah.
right?
Are you one of those lousy beatnik, peacenik, freaking, like, what's wrong with you? I can't even. Blake,
I bet he voted for Kennedy.
I just don't understand.
I wasn't old enough to vote.
What does
And
any
neither
of
were you.
this do with the Department of Agriculture? Like,
What do
The
you mean?
helicopter is leaking fuel in an oil derrick.
Ross Perot, though, that was my guy.
crops need.
I
to
just
be,
wasn't old enough to vote then either.
Sometimes crops need to be dusted, Billy Bob. You know what I'm saying, right?
Exactly.
you do that with a plane, Luther, not a
You
helicopter.
can do it with a helicopter.
Crop dusting plane.
Let me tell you something.
If
A
we
little-
can spray
little-
Agent Orange
I
with a
was just-
helicopter,
I was just going to say, a little Agent Orange will do much more deforestation than crop dusting ever will. We got this.
exactly. If
Speaking
you can
of
use a
Agent
helicopter
Orange,
for
whatever
Agent
happened
Orange,
to that real estate guy out of New York who built that big tower? Trump was his name. What happened to that guy?
Agent Orange.
it's in the CIA right now.
You mean being investigated by them? What would they be looking into him for? I don't. He seems like a good guy. He's on all those TV shows.
Not in 2000.
Did you see him in Home Alone?
Yeah, he was. Apprentice, baby.
Home Alone.
Home Alone. You know, he was on like Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. He's been on
that
60
Pokemon
Minutes,
show.
2020, you know.
Yeah.
So there's a knock at the door, and he's like, "Come in," and you see the intern again, and hands you a monster.
Yes.
He hands a bunch of
shotgun.
So
now can you stop crying and can we do this?
Yeah,
mission?
where's the other one? This is only one.
Damn. And he just like he drops the paperwork on the desk and runs out.
I'm not gonna get that thing for a week.
Oh man. Okay.
Did ask for
Looks
two.
like we got a little technicality first. I got a waiver form you guys need to sign first.
Yeah, about this. If we're flying over water, I'm gonna need a life jacket.
Okay, that's all right.
What's the matter, honey?
But I'll
You
sign
don't
it.
float?
Yeah.
Oh, it has nothing to do with that. This has to do with the 2005 Sullivan Act. Apparently, you can't have more than half your team or group or unit that you're with related. So apparently, 3 of you are all related to each other.
Wait, what?
I beg your pardon?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Luther, are you Bonnie's dad?
No, her parents were kidnapped.
Are you sure, Luther?
I am. Yes, I am
I'm not.
99.9% positive.
Ethel, is there something we need to know about your daughter? And
I mean, Luther does really like Ethel. Unnaturally.
you know, I bet if Luther didn't do any drugs and he like gained some weight, Bonnie and Luther would look exactly alike. Look at him. Oh my gosh.
So, which one of us do you think is
Related. Yeah.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I think
I can't say anything. HIPAA. Sorry.
I think
I give
Boris-
you permission.
I
I'm the
think
matriarch
Boris-
of the household.
I think Boris and Ethel hooked up back in '88, like she said in Moscow, and Bonnie is the result of that hookup.
She's too young, or she's too old. She was like 4 in 1988.
All right.
How old are
Anyway.
you, Bonnie?
24?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was like 4.
It's Luther.
Or
It's
5.
totally Luther.
I am not related to them. At least
Not
if
that
I
I'm
am.
aware of.
At least if I am.
Well, we're not the
No.
ones who are related. It's you 3 who are related.
Oh, you think me, Billy Bob, and Luther?
Mhm.
No. How would I be related to them?
You guys are from Charity, Virginia, too?
Nope. I'm from Vegas, man. Vegas, baby. Live fast.
And you think the father didn't happen to go to Vegas ever?
Oh, my
Anyway, you signed these forms so we can get moving here.
Peter's like,
I think
enough
we
of the
made
bullshit.
this-
Let's go.
I think this guy made the whole thing up. I want to read this over. I mean, I know all kinds of shit about the law.
I'll sign it.
down.
I'm not related to anyone.
I don't think.
Here you go.
I don't think this has anything to do with us being related. Billy Bob's gonna look at this shit. How confused is he right off the bat, Peter?
Give me an intelligence roll.
Actually, there's a check for this. It's called law.
Yeah, you want a law check?
Okay, yeah, that's good.
You got a
It's called
5%
legal
chance.
termination.
I have a 5% chance to pass this, boys.
2% to critically succeed.
That one dice rolled off the yeah, that's an 87. I failed the shit out of that.
I mean, it's got the Dewey Cheaterman Howe letterhead on it, so good. It's good to go, man.
Yep.
I knew I should have taken law. Too bad it wasn't offered to me in any of my things, so couldn't do it.
So where's this chopper?
Yeah, I don't know.
Get to the
It's on the oil. It's on the oil rig.
If I sign this shit, do I
That
still
is the oil.
get paid? Because I haven't seen a red cent yet.
Oh yeah. You're gonna get paid. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! And Billy Bob just starts scribbling
Yeah, of
on it.
course.
Nobody can read his
I mean-
signature for shit.
Wow, you signed that faster than Luther
How the
on the
hell
other
are
side
we
of a
getting
free
to an
buffet.
oil rig?
Boat.
We're taking a boat to an oil rig to fly a helicopter. You know what, man? I don't care. I am going through so many withdrawals at this point. It's
Wouldn't
fine.
it make more sense to just get some mechanics on the boat and get them to the oil rig? That way it makes way more sense, guy.
Have you ever taken a helicopter apart before?
Maybe like a small remote control one that you screw around with in the desert,
delicate
and then you try to
process.
shoot it with your rifle. Maybe those, but never like a big helicopter.
I mean, if we're getting paid, I can fix the helicopter now that we're getting paid and shit.
Are we getting paid? I got 75 cents to my name and a half round
paid, Luther. He said if
I could probably help on the helicopter too. Why don't we just fix the helicopter on the oil rig?
Give me the damn form. I will sign it. I will sign it right now.
The helicopter's going to fly. You just got to take it for the maintenance guy to work on.
Oh, what's it need? Maybe we can just do the maintenance.
I don't know. Maybe. Okay. I mean,
change a couple light bulbs. I mean, I know how to unscrew a light bulb.
I don't know. You have to talk to our contact there to see what needs to be done to the helicopter. So maybe you can just do that. I mean, that might be easier. I mean,
what kind of boat are we going on?
I don't know. Whatever the contact's got.
Actually, Crash will be a C-130.
Hey Peter, quickly come up with a boat name.
So about the PBR.
So Luther grabs the contract and pulls out a pen, and he actually, his hand is shaking really bad, and then he signs it in a very flowing and elegant script.
He's practiced.
It's this really nice signature.
Big looping letters.
It is, yeah, absolutely.
My mom signed shit like that.
And it's Blake's name. He signed.
Luther, what the? Whatever. At least if they have two signatures by me, they'll think I didn't sign it at all. So.
Now you're getting two paychecks, Blake. He's trying to pay you back all that money he owes you.
He doesn't owe me anything. We called it good. Got to disassociate from him as much as I can.
Okay, well, we're going to fly you into Laguna Verde. There's a nuclear power plant there. There will be a contact that will meet you. He is going to ask you, your group, are you Herb Albert? Your response is, no, but I like whipped cream and other delights.
No, but I like whipped cream and other delights.
Hey, can we have a code name? Can I get a code name?
That's you have to talk to Boris.
Okay.
Okay,
right.
Boris is that's his. I know you
Okay.
guys are excited. I mean, I've been in your
plane.
shoes. Not really. I graduated college and all that stuff.
If we're getting on a plane, I need some kind of card that'll let me bypass the TSA so I can take.
We're not going TSA, Ethel.
Good.
Going straight there. We got our own.
Because there ain't no way in hell I'm ever getting on a plane without my China Lake again.
No, I hope you're all packing on this trip. I hope so.
Are we expecting some tough customers?
No, I mean there's some revolutionaries down there, but like I said, it should be contact. As far as I know, he's boat out to oil rig, get helicopter, you go fix it or fly it back, whatever, and then come back. And
you're telling me there's guerrilla fighters and you don't have door guns?
Here, remember this. You remember what happened with the Sandinistas, right, Ethel? That's what I'm hearing. This is the flashback that I'm having in my mind right now, right? Remember that time in the Honduran forest where we? No, never mind.
Does anyone else remember the Bay of Pigs invasion?
You mean the closest we've come to nuclear war since?
No, but I do remember. I do have another briefing. So thank you. And he starts to move you out of his office. All right.
Right, why are you with a doctored photo?
Thanks.
As he's shooing us out, I turn to him and I say, "Hey, if you guys need anybody over here in this department, I'll volunteer to be over here rather than over there. Because get me away from at least him, and I'm good. I'll be really happy. I'll even take a pay cut."
Luther would be great for the Department of Energy.
He also hands one of you. He tries to hand one of you his trash can so you can get rid of it because its vomit is now in it.
Luther, I'm sure we just all passed it to Luther.
I actually I take a post-it note off of his desk and I write RE intern on the side, and then I set the trash can down by the door.
All right. You head back as Boris is standing outside his office waiting for you to come back. Is it all up and up? Are you good? Ready?
Yes.
Where's our cell phones?
Cell phone? What are you talking about?
The flyer said we'd be getting pay and benefits and cell phones, high-speed internet.
Hey, also, Boris, by the way, Privyet, Jimmy Steve said that you would give me a code name. Can I get a code name? Like something really cool.
Deep Throat. Deep Throat.
Shit eyes.
I don't know.
Your dreams, Blake. Like, come on, man.
I can talk about the code name. I've been reading. I read serial books. You may have heard of this called Black Rock Adventures. There are characters on there if you wish to use their code names.
Okay,
like a stupid book.
I want to be Gray Chicken. Can I be?
That is not one of character, but if you wish to be Gray Chicken, you can.
I'll just reprise my old code name from the CIA. I'll be Agent Night Sweats.
Oh.
Hey, Boris, a question for you, actually. Why was Jim's photo doctored so it's missing a person from it?
Oh yes, photo in front of White House. That was taken when with Professor Magneto. He does not like him, so he take him out of photo.
Oh, Professor Magneto, like the Marvel guy.
No, not Marvel. Professor Magneto. He used to be president.
Yeah. Professor Xavier crossed with Magneto. Yeah. I got it. Marvel.
What
Big fan
was
of Marvel.
No, that is his name. That is not no cross. What are you talking about?
Oh, what was the falling out?
No, he doesn't like him. He doesn't like the fact that Professor Magneto went to Congress and outed basically all the Black Ops.
Hey, Ethel, also, you shouldn't shave your facial hair like that. It'll just grow back thicker. You should just bleach that, honey. It'll be fine.
Mind your own business. It's my own business if I wax my upper lip.
We work on code names. I have equipment to give you before you go. We apparently leave in 2 hours. You leave in 2 hours. I am not going on mission.
I need a sidearm.
Yeah, Luther needs a gun.
I need a pistol, right? Like,
you got a sword. You're fine. You don't need anything.
No, I don't.
How are you gonna shoot a commie with a sword?
You're not.
Ethel,
you're just gonna fly low so he can like chop their head off.
I am not skilled in a sword, but I am very skilled in small arms, right? So like, I need a pistol, but moreover, I actually do have some skill in larger guns. So we need an M60 for our door gun for the chopper. So yeah, that's what I require, Boris.
Yeah, you can't fly without a door gunner. Everyone knows that.
Essentially,
I would feel so much more comfortable if Luther didn't have an M60. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Well, that's fine, but I am not leaving this office without a 44 revolver, right? Like, what I'm saying is, someone puts a magnum in my hand. Someone puts a magnum in my hand, and it's got to be a revolver too, because I don't want any freaking gun that's going to be.
You know, Luther, they give you free food and booze if you do the mission without a gun. It's like bonus points.
I don't care. No, again, moment of clarity. Luther is not.
They might even give you more of those pills.
Luther is not leaving this office without a 44. Like, yeah.
Okay,
I do not have guns. I do not hide them in paint can. We go back to we go back to barracks. I will distribute the gear for you.
Okay. I absolutely. I require a sidearm.
Of course, you will take a weapon. I don't not need any of you not getting hurt or dying. Imagine the paperwork I have to do.
In triplicate, yeah, right.
And where are you going to do it? Sitting on the flipped over mop bucket in the closet? I mean, how are you going to fill out paperwork in there?
Boris, that was a dig at you, buddy. I'm just saying, you and I, we're friends now. We're good.
I think he's getting screwed.
And I'm telling you that, like, you should not let Blake disrespect you.
He needs to speak up for himself and rise up the ranks. That's what any good leader would do. And Boris he's a leader. I can tell.
Boris is running this whole operation. They got him sitting on a mop bucket in a broom closet.
I mean,
Well,
that
they
is-
took away the social ladder climb.
He needs to get that other guy's office. Like, we need to go back in there and throw that asshole out and give Boris his office.
No, I do not need the. No, that is fine. Let's go back to barracks. I will distribute gear for you.
I'm down.
Sure thing, Toots.
So he leads you guys back out, same way as everybody closes their doors and closes their blinds as you go past. The door wall opens up. You walk back out. Leads you over to the barracks. You go up the stairs into his room, which is just, he's got one of those, he's got a cot in there. There is a big Russian flag on the wall. He's got a picture. He's got a couple milk crates. He's got a couple paperback books. Looks like these Black Rock Adventures or whatever he's been reading. And he said, just have seats. I will give you equipment. And he reaches in and under his bed and pulls out like a container, and he opens it up and he pulls out like, this is a medical kit, the important supplies in here for your mission. We have, the standard things I have, and then he shakes a little bottle. Morphine tablets.
I'm going to hang on to this. I grab it, and I'm like, do not let Luther get near this.
It has a quick clot in there, and he shows you like...
Is there cyanide pills?
No cyanide.
Oh, what if we need it? What if someone's like gonna kidnap us and try to interrogate us? We don't want to tell them everything.
That's all right.
No, then you are responsible for shooting that person.
I'll shoot you in the face, Blake. Don't worry, man. Like I got you, buddy. If the time comes, I will shoot you.
I hold the bottle up and I shake it. You shoot me in the face. I make sure this goes in the water with the lid open.
They give you morphine in these kits now? Back in my day, all we got was a stick to bite on.
And we liked it.
They didn't even give you a bottle of Jack or anything, or whiskey, I mean?
They just had a piece of rawhide back then.
Yep, you just bite down.
Terrible.
So there's like this injector needle that has the label has been removed. He's like, unless you are a serious condition, you use this, not for just scratch.
Is that adrenaline?
Oh, pretty much.
Pretty much.
It is like 20 Monster.
Oh,
what I'm hearing
sounds
is
like a great time.
I'll hold on to that and I just put it inside my coat.
God damn it! Can I at least get my pistol?
I will get you pistol. Hold on a second here. And then he
give you
gets
some
up.
like clacky ass Makarov. Like you shake it and just clack, clack, clack.
He's got a huge backpack and he pulls out this huge it's a huge radio with an antenna. This is a shortwave radio. It's heavy, of course, but you will be able to communicate with the local station down there if you get in trouble.
Muscles for brains. That's your job. Carry that.
Fine.
Whoa.
You know the radio man always gets shot first, right?
He looks like he could take a few rounds.
Then he reaches again under his cot and pulls out like a little plastic case and pulls out an orange plastic flare gun. This is flare gun here, very important. And he shows you, this is flare. This is not flare. And then he pulls out another one. This is not flare. This is important to know.
This is flare. This is flare on drugs.
So what happens if you shoot the ones that aren't flares?
He picks up one. This is white phosphorus.
Oh, we have Willie Pete.
And then he pulls out another one and he shows it's got like a lightning bolt on it. This one put a charge in someone. That is joke. Very good. Okay. And he reaches over in drawer. He grabs like a key on his key ring and unlocks something. And he pulls out like stuff in plastic. It looks like money. This is 5,000 in gas rations in case you need to negotiate. And these are 50,
I'll take
100.
that for us.
No, don't let him have it. Ethel, as the pilot, you should have the money for that.
It'll go in my purse. Don't worry.
Hey, make sure you put it in that secret compartment you always talk about. We can't let Luther find it.
These are 50, 100 cons. You know, $100 bill when they put con on there. From Wrath of Khan, yes? Okay, they are fresh. So, in case you need to negotiate, there is 5,000. And then he reaches again in his drawer. These are 10 gold medallions, as you can see. Original Enterprise on there. And outline of crew on back. So, in case you need to negotiate with local. Or Star Trek nerd.
Aren't we just flying a helicopter to another place and then coming home? That's it?
Of course, this sounds like easy mission. Shit goes sideways, and then you say, "Why don't I have gear?" I don't know. I blame Boris.
Why don't I have Wrath of Khan money? I don't know.
I mean, chances are it's going to be Luther's fault. So
Now we're just going to blame Blake.
You need the gun. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I got Grandpappy's shotgun, but what if somebody's far away? You got you got Russian shit all over this room. You got one of those like Dragonovs.
What are you talking about? What do you need? You need rifle with scope or something?
Yes.
Okay, he opens another case and hands you a rifle with a scope on it. It's got a big hammer and sickle insignia on the stock.
Nice.
Dragonov.
I used this back in the day when I was part of, you know.
Exactly.
Now, is
Don't
it
worry,
a Dragonov or a
Pondwater.
Val?
I do not have make and model in head already. I have
Or
to
is it a
check.
Mosin
Ooh, could be that as well.
Luther hands you a similar handgun with a similar emblem. It's got hammer and sickle on it.
Nice.
This was gift from father, so do not lose gun.
So Luther quickly and deftly, like you've never seen Luther move this fast, takes the gun, opens, like pulls the cylinder off, checks the rifling. He goes through and legitimately he deconstructs and
Field strips it.
He field strips the gun in like under a minute and puts it back together, puts it into his waistband and says, "Yeah, this will do."
Excellent. That is very good.
I knew it would be a Makarov.
I can't believe it took him a full minute.
Less than a minute.
I mean, maybe 15 seconds, but
All right, where's this plane that was supposed to be boarding?
I start like pulling pieces of metal and like springs and stuff out of my waistband, and I assemble an M2 rifle. Don't worry, I brought my own.
You're really going with an M2?
Yeah, and then I reach down and I pull out. I pull my tearaway Adidas track pants up, and you can see on one ankle I got a 22 revolver, and then I actually do the same thing on the other leg, but pull it all the way up to my thigh, and you can see I have a machete along the side of my leg.
Okay, and I'm going to say again, you were mocking me for shoving shit in my pants.
Yeah.
And you legitimately okay. Yeah.
I told you I got geared up in my house when the door was locked.
So pretty much anyone wearing a North Face is completely immune to his combat capabilities.
Fair to say that Boris handed me an SKS carbine.
I have seen 22s bounce off windshields, bitch.
Really, the 30 caliber carbine cartridge is what you're bringing to a modern gunfight?
I mean, it was in the book, and technically this is from like the 30s. The book, I mean.
Laughs in North Korean sweater.
You have equipment, gear, you're ready to go. In 2 hours, you get in Cessna, and they take you to this nuclear power plant or
I
something.
know how to fly those.
No, you do not fly. You ride in Cessna.
What if it goes sideways? Can Ethel then fly it?
You should have emergency suit. I don't think you can fly this.
I can fly a Cessna.
Wait till the jet stream flips us over. I mean,
So
That's when
anything
you just
need
pull
to
into
do?
a steep dive.
Anything you want to do in the 2 hours you're waiting to head out?
Ethel's gonna clean General Custer.
Okay.
Billy Bob's gonna go check on his bike.
All right. It's still there.
I probably go rifling in my footlocker for any protein bars I brought with me.
Okay. So the 2 hours pass. You see it like this old. So you're outside, and there's an old factory that looks, like I said, worn, beat down, and a door opens. Like, it's surprising it even opens. It turns, and they push out this Cessna plane.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for like a bomber all of a sudden.
Two looks like they're wearing like what would be a pilot outfit, come out, and they're both carrying like bowling ball bags. And they go over there and they open the doors, and there are a couple of them, they're all huddled around. They're, setting everything up, close the doors, and then they open the doors to Cessna, and and Jim's out there with Boris. All right, good luck. Remember the code words. You'll be good.
Shit. What
There
was
were
the code
code
for
words.
Wait.
No, but I like whipped cream and other delights.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Blake. All right.
You're gonna have to remember that, honey. My memory doesn't work so good anymore.
Okay,
I
so
remember
in your code, let's see, we got
What?
Blake
I don't
is gray
understand. I
chicken.
was just explaining what I enjoy.
Luther is gray chicken.
I am gray chicken. Yes.
Ethel is night sweats. You don't have to come up with a code name this second. I'll let you think on it.
Ooh, guys, let's just name me after my favorite wrestler, the Grim Reaper.
You mean the Grim Peeper?
No, that's
should-
you. I gave you
Bonnie-
that shirt for a reason.
Bonnie should be like She-Ra or like some sort of Amazonian name. Like, yeah. And Billy Bob should just be Billy Bob, because that's like a good code name.
No, you just go with Bob Billy.
Yes. Oh my God! If you are not Bob Billy, it is like that's a travesty. You have to be Bob Billy. Yeah.
Okay, so when you call in to base, Boris says, "You call into Black Rock, I will answer."
He's a big fan of whatever that thing is.
It is. It's addicting. So you get into the Cessna. He said, there's the seats. It looks like an older model, worn, but it's comfortable. It's about a 4-hour trip. The plane lands. You exit. It's a very tropical environment. You can see the nuclear power plant from where you land. It looks like a makeshift landing strip anyway.
Is that it, Ethel?
Is what it?
Is that the power plant we're going to?
I think so.
Oh, I feel like my brain is scrambled from this long ride in this bumpy Cessna.
Oh, that ain't nothing, honey. Try a 24-hour flight in a B-42 on a loop with a nuke on board.
That sounds awful. Is that like one of those planes where you have to sit on the metal floor and like you're strapped back to back with people?
Basically.
Ah, terrible.
You hear somebody from the foliage. Are you Herb Albert?
Blake.
Guys,
No.
what were we supposed to say again?
Password.
No, but I like whipped cream and other delights.
You do too, Bonnie?
So stepping out of the tropical foliage is a man in like a white hat and suit. And he comes over to greet you. Pablo Rivera, welcome to Laguna Verde.
Hola, señor. ¿Cómo está?
Yeah, bien.
Sí.
So you are ready.
I mean, yeah.
Let's get to the boat. So he starts to lead you through, like, there's walkboards along, and you can see it's very marshy water, and you're going around the power plant. You can see some people like milling around. It leads you out to a dock where there is a boat, enough seats for everybody, and he gets in and starts the boat up and starts to head out.
Okay, guys. I would sit as close to the front as possible so that when Luther does vomit, it does not come back into my face. I just want to make that clear.
I think his tank's empty.
Yeah, there's nothing left. There's nothing left to come up. Luther is. Yeah.
So as chunks of his lungs start coming up.
Yeah, right. Well, I actually think I vomited up my liver and my spleen like an hour ago as we were flying over on the Cessna. So yeah, it's pretty much all gone. In fact,
he opens a cooler.
Pablo Rivera, if you could get me a gin and tonic, Jesus, man, like
he opens a cooler and starts to hand you a glass and starts to pour you a gin and tonic.
Perfect.
For the ride.
Wow, you got all the alcohol. Like, how you literally had exactly what he wanted, and that stuff tastes terrible.
You have a Corona?
Don't let the locals see that. So we're headed out to the oil rig to fly the helicopter. I would do this, but our pilot told him not to fish from the pier, not to fish from the rig, but he got sick. So he is at the hospital.
He got sick from fishing?
Yeah. Of course.
It's not hard math to do, honey. Nuclear power plant, fish nearby. You shouldn't eat them.
Oh, he ate them too. Oh, that sounds terrible.
So,
why else would you fish?
Because it's relaxing.
So how long have you been with the project?
What
a day.
Project?
Right. No, how long?
1 day.
Has it been that long?
1 day.
Yeah, like 24 hours ish.
Mm-hmm.
Give or take a couple hours.
No. You mean 1 day?
Yeah, 1 day.
Which project do you mean, honey? I was involved with so many over the years.
It is the project.
Just get us to the chopper, okay?
Get to the chopper. I mean, 2 days ago, Bonnie was delivering pizzas for a living.
It's true.
And Luther was basically selling plasma for drug money.
you know that they're just pulling your leg, right? Like, clearly.
I hope so.
Clearly, we are experienced operatives, and we all
look at
know.
Ethel. She's still got her hair rollers in. Does she look like an experienced operative?
That's the whole point.
She's in a muumuu.
You shouldn't be able to recognize anyone who is in deep cover should not be recognized as in deep cover. Ethel has the greatest cover in the world. So, like I said,
that's really, a terrible code name, though.
Well,
oh yeah.
Like I said, you have to be overt to be covert.
She's actually not. She's not actually Ethel, right?
We really call this one Deep Throat.
But also, we're not like, you've been around this long enough, just like we've been around this long enough to know that, like, we can't tell you how long we've been doing this.
Okay.
Just trust that
we go get away from the boat, and Billy Bob just fires on a seagull that's flying about 50 yards overhead.
Oh!
Pow! Poof. Bunch of feathers.
Also, Blake, stop acting like a noob, you dumbass. Like,
what? I thought we were having a candid, normal conversation here. I didn't know.
He takes another drink. Then I need to explain to you what's going on at the oil rig.
Yeah, we're taking a helicopter.
I need to clue you in if you're part of the project. If they didn't brief you on what was going on.
No,
all we know is we're picking up a helicopter.
Yeah, we're taking it for maintenance.
We haven't.
Well,
this was a really rushed. We were called in last second.
Yeah, well, you
specialists,
need to know what's going on if you're in the project.
We absolutely do.
Yes.
Yeah, so tell us what's going on. What did they tell you about it?
well, and he looks around, he's out in the middle of the water here, and you can hear the engine going. He's like, well, you're part of the project. What you need to know about what's going on at the oil rig. And at that moment, you hear a gunshot. His head explodes, and you are now covered with his brain matter. His body falls and crashes into the water.
Where'd the shot come from?
And we will stop right there.
What were we supposed to know? Tell us, dead man.
God.
Oh, so good.
Damn it.
So I'm going to cast Speak with Dead.
What are all these things you keep talking about over there?
Thank God I brought a grenade launcher.
Thank God I do have 9 grenades on me.
Ethel's got a purse full of 15
launcher automatic with a scope on top of it.
I'm just going to punch my way through everything.
So with that, Peter, you want to plug anything, your channel or anything?
BN Drake, there's videos and games, and we play this again next Thursday. I did steal that whole thing with the guy getting shot in the head. That is actually from a Pulp Cthulhu scenario. I had to use it, so it's really good. So.
It's a perfect cliffhanger. I like it. Bill, I know you got a YouTube channel. You want to plug that? I know you make videos all the time.
Yeah, no, not really. But on Tuesday, I do have Beck Me Keep on the Borderlands game where unfortunately, poor Astrid passed away, but we're looking forward to
it'll be better without her.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing what her new character is going to be this Tuesday. So.
Wait, Astrid's playing a character on Tuesday?
Well,
whoa, from the dead?
Paula is playing somebody other than Astrid, I hope, unless she's like rage quitting the game because she died. Yeah, right.
Yeah, Paula's playing. You just said Astrid, though.
I do. Well, yes, right. Astrid.
Oh, gosh, don't plug your channel.
Do the rest of you have anything? Like a Twitter or YouTube or anything?
No, I don't do nothing.
No? Oh, perfect. See, this is so convenient. So then I'll get all my plugs in and it won't be stealing any spotlight. So, we don't have anything tomorrow. It'll be a rare every other Friday. Technically, we don't have anything going on, so that's cool. And then Saturday we got Tyranny of Dragons, and the whole party's going to be TPK'd at a raider camp. Because they're all chained up to a cross at this very moment, voluntarily, in the middle of a camp with like hundreds of bad guys.
Sal has faith in his charisma, so yeah.
Yeah, hundreds, and So anyway, so we have that, and then next Tuesday obviously is Beck Me and all that good stuff here on this channel. So if you're not subscribed yet, I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. Push that subscribe button. Obviously, give us a like because these guys are hilarious, and I've been laughing my ass off for 2 weeks straight. Actually, 2.5 weeks straight, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
And so and we will see you guys.
Button.
Yeah, all that stuff. Oh yeah, you gotta attune to that notification bell.
There's the copyright strike we needed.
So anyways, so this was Master of the Game. I'm Juice. These are my friends, and we'll see you guys next time. Game on.
Oh wait.
We gotta pretend I have friends. It makes me sound more popular and cool. And then people will like my channel more because then I'm popular. That's a good one. I will talk to my accountant about that. Yes, and I will talk to my lawyer, who I also don't have, about that. Oh, man. So, what? We didn't use very many skills tonight. I think we all had a spot hidden, and that was about it, right?